Trading the foreign exchange market carries high risk and may not be suitable for all investors. Trading on margin, utilizing leverage can carry an even higher level of risk that can lead to a complete loss of investment funds. So before deciding to trade the foreign exchange market or using any of our software alert products, you should carefully and diligently consider your personal investment objectives, level of experience, and risk tolerance. There is a possibility that you could potentially sustain significant loss. You should not invest any capital or trade that you cannot afford to lose. It is your responsibility to be aware of and understand all risks associated with foreign exchange trading and to seek professional advice from an independent certified financial advisor if you have any doubts. Auvoria Prime does not exercise trading authority over your trades. You and you alone exercise discretionary trading authority over every trade.
Good morning. Good morning. What is going on, AIRO family? I feel great. It's Donta here. Really excited to be on with you all today. For this New York session, I saw that some people were up trading last night. I'm excited. I know some people might have stayed up last night, hopped on the Hawkeye session this morning, might be here today. You guys are soldiers. Just wanted to say shout out to you guys. If you caught it, if you were on last night's session, I think there was the 2 trades that might have been given out. I know I saw a couple Bitcoin screenshots floating around the AIRO chat. Congratulations to everybody who stayed up. But really excited to be back and kind of here with you all again today. I spent a lot of time traveling last week, went home to see the family. And then we had our big event and there was a lot of stuff going on. So excited to be back kind of in the fold a little bit. Want to see what's going on here with these charts. I believe we were able to bring up a couple of our Forex educators here at Auvoria Prime with Coach Mo, Brother Matt, and Charles. If you guys see any of our other educators, you can go ahead and bring them up as panelists. Sometimes I have a hard time kind of grabbing them as more names are jumping in. But just wanted to make sure that we were all here and present today and excited to really see what the market gives us out of these sessions. I've been loving what I've been seeing on these sessions, just with so many newer strategies and other styles of trading being introduced as we really are kind of just crushing it with the bag entries when it comes to AIRO. So excited. So kind of ready to get back into it. If you guys got any questions, you can shoot them out. If you guys got, I'm curious to see what trades you got into last night. I'm down to go check them out. And kind of maybe see where that analysis came from. I'm still, again, like learning and mastering some of the strategies here with AIRO myself. Jackie, I don't know if Jackie's here today. She was here yesterday. Let me see if she's
I didn't see her yet.
Yeah, so when she hops on, we're bringing her up. That's a superstar of the show. We just have such just incredible leaders here. But I just want to say welcome to Matt, Coach Mo, and Charles. You guys on?
Good morning.
Good morning.
Hey.
Good morning. I was just shoveling about 2 feet of snow to get my daughter out of our driveway, so just got back.
That is rough.
We didn't get 2 feet of snow, but we got some. It was cold.
Yeah, we had a nor'easter come through here last night, just buried.
You can keep it.
Yeah, that's that Buffalo stuff, man.
Yeah, we had a great session. I don't even know how I slept for a couple hours and then woke up at 2:30 and hopped on Nate's call. We caught some I caught an Ethereum trade, I got a Bitcoin trade, a couple hundred pips on Bitcoin. And then we had, I think there was a currency pair or something. Anyway, so it's been a very nice morning. And then we like Dante said, we had the Hawkeye call this morning, got a couple trades in there, and we're here and we're gonna have an awesome time together. Just can't wait to see what we're gonna learn today.
Got almost 150 people on the call. Awesome. I saw Jackie put in a group chat yesterday that she hit TP on this trade here that we were kind of looking at, I guess, on this call. He said USD on the M5. So this was a take profit that Jackie had hit that a lot of people were excited about because it's just a very clean entry on the higher time frame. I'm really becoming more and more of a fan of higher time frame trading as I'm just looking to manage time better, and it's just honestly can be much more profitable to hold a strong trend or to take a great entry on an entry like this and be able to get a lot more out of it than necessarily a 10 to 20 pip kind of move. So it's great. Let me see this here. So you see pretty much that we already know that indices are an uptrend, but you can pretty much see it across the board on multiple time frames, H1, H4, maybe it's M15. Let's see. Even on the M5, M15, you can see the uptrend pretty clear, but she entered her trade. I don't know when, maybe yesterday. Let's see when the money zone was.
Yeah, it was yesterday.
Yeah, so yesterday she entered this trade um, off of the bounce, arrow, and go strategy, pretty much up to the next zone, hit TP, and she's out. And that right there, my friends, is a lot of pip action.
That's some serious pippage. That's like
Yeah, like you know what
that's
I
a
mean.
person's weekly return.
Yeah, if
Like
depending on
solid return.
exactly with almost no drawdown. So
Yeah,
it's not
man.
often that you get entries like that to where it's just so clean, but it's like when you do, you take advantage of them.
Mm-hmm.
And also throughout this whole time, like this was yesterday when she entered the trade, but if you were on H1, I believe she was in this trade multiple times because she took it here off the bounce too, I'm pretty sure. And so it's just it's a ton of opportunities on the higher time frames as we're kind of surfing through the charts.
Yeah, and I've started to implement that as well, Dante, is that you take the trade on the higher time frame and then you switch the time frame to the 15-minute and try to look for additional entries. It's
Yeah,
just
even here,
really accelerating your compounding.
she could have had this first one here too off the bounce. I don't usually trade indices, so trading indices is newer for me outside of gold and silver. But so I'm more so really just studying and learning and trading on demo. But I'm really ready to take it to the next level when it comes to indices because I know that there's so much potential. I talk to Jason all the time about it. Like I feel like some of our biggest trading days are going to come from trading indices. So
They are.
Yeah, well, with the two queens of indices here, I mean, oh,
I mean, even the lot size, like on my biggest trading day, like the lot sizes that we were using, if we were using those kind of lots on indices, we would have been triple the accounts. You know what I mean? Like it would have been so much more.
yep.
It's crazy.
But she moves like a different monster, so you're not just gonna go randomly start putting live money when you haven't had a volume of demo trades with the indices, right, Dante?
Absolutely. It comes with it.
Like you need to know what you're doing.
All right, perfect. So but to bring up the my main point with bringing up the NOS 100 trade is just to show a great example of just our simple bag entry strategy when it comes to utilizing strategy one. I'm here with Nate Software. The bag strategy is very simple to understand, in my opinion, and I like to use it on higher time frames now as well because it makes it even easier to see sometimes. So I was showing somebody this yesterday. When you know which direction that the trend is, trading becomes so much easier. So it's like when you know, like in the probably my favorite part about AIRO, maybe my second favorite part about AIRO is that it makes the trend easily identifiable to the eye. So anybody can look on here and count the number of green zones versus the number of red zones. Anybody can do that. So you know already coming into it, 3 green, 1 red, we're in an uptrend right now, which eliminates me taking any potential sells if I'm sticking to strategy one. So if I'm not taking any sells, I'm only looking for buy opportunities, and then I'm only looking for buy opportunities when they bounce off of this zone here. And you can see multiple times, even on the screen here, of entries that you could have taken off of the bounce arrow go strategy, which would have led you in to profit. So I believe I'm just very confident in what AIRO provides to people. I get excited when I see other people using different strategies and learning more and kind of expanding. I think that is great. But I'm truly a believer here in AIRO, and I just see it over and over again. That's why the group chat started, I think, 2 months ago now with like 100 people, and is now over 1,200 people. It's just showing more and more people really joining and getting a part of this and really seeing the value of what it is that we have here. And it's still the beginning. Like we're going to end up having over 36 hours of live education on and leading that into hopefully over 100 hours once we develop more educators and develop our platforms to how we're going to be doing this. So it's really just the beginning. So I'm excited to see what's going
on. My partner in crime is here, Mr. Alan Mittman.
Go ahead and grab him.
I don't. I tried. I didn't log in with the other credentials.
Okay, gotcha. Oh, I see.
I left those ones for you. Hey, as you keep on going, I'm going to go through these questions real quick, eh?
Go ahead.
Okay.
You can share your screen if you got it in you.
Oh no, yeah, just later on maybe. It was pretty slow actually during our Hawkeye session. It was nice and there wasn't a whole lot of alerts. We were just doing some analysis and just sharing some knowledge. So let's see. Oh, and if you're new here, welcome. You're in the right spot. If you want to learn the Forex, there's no better place. We have some of the most powerful tools available. They're very user friendly. There is a learning curve, but you can get through the learning curve pretty fast if you put in volume of demo trades. You know, I've never seen this learning curve be so so easy. Like 12 and 13-year-old teenagers are getting on this platform and taking these trades and profiting and making more money than some of their parents do. Oh, we didn't go over the disclaimers.
Go ahead, break them down.
Hold on. I don't have them up yet. We need to make sure we cover our bases.
Hold on, I got you.
Yeah, I don't have them. Hold on. I just formatted my computer, so I lost a significant amount of my stuff. So
I just gave the presentation last night. So
yeah,
if anybody's
I saw it.
Yeah. The slides too. A bunch of people were messaging me like, where do you get the slides from? If anybody's looking for the slides, just go to your back office under resources. And then it's right there. A lot of people miss that resources tab. It's a lot of good nuggets in there. So you should go check that out. But for the income disclaimer, trading or using Forex analysis tools or software to assist you in trading carries a high level of risk. Only trade with capital you can afford to lose. The information contained in this conversation is for informational purposes only. One should evaluate their risk tolerance and personal financial situation before trading. If ever in doubt, please consult your own personal licensed financial advisor. Auvoria Prime is not providing any investment advice, as all trade opportunity alerts are delivered to all participants uniformly without regard to an individual's trade objectives, financial condition, or suitability. Unless a user has made a customized alert options privately on their own account to further analyze their own menu of trade opportunities, these options are at the full discretion of the user. All right. So glad we got that out the way. But yeah, so I saw some people messaging about GBP AUD. I don't really
GBP
see.
AUD.
Yeah, there was like 3 people that messaged about that.
That's
I
been
guess on the 5 minute, I'm like, I'm not loving it on the 5. I'm not really loving it on any time frame right now. I'll probably let that. I'll wait for a 15-minute alert. But we shall see. You do have a bag strategy here on the 5 minute, but you're in a technically on the 5, you're on the downtrend because you still got more red arrows. I'm sorry, red blocks than you do green. So I wouldn't chase that trade personally.
No, that's a lower probability trade.
Yeah.
You're going against the trend, most recent trend. So you're getting a pullback of that trend. So you don't want to be taking a buy on a retracement of that down move.
15-minute for GCAD looks better than GA. You got at least you're in uptrend. You have 5 or 6 green versus 4 red. You're in the zone right now though, so I wouldn't take it because you're literally just strongly in the zone. And to go bump down, as Ms. Coach Mo taught us. Hold on, let's see. When you bump down, you're already sitting in a zone for the 1 minute. It doesn't mean it's not going to break. We're in the middle of New York session, so obviously movements are going to happen, but it's just a lot of red activity up here. So I probably wouldn't hop in this one either, but you are with the trend and you're flowing, so I wouldn't be shocked if it were to continue up. Yeah, I like more space though. I don't like trading through strong resistance zones. I'm good on that.
Yeah, neither do I. We don't need sloppy trades, right? We get so many alerts that we're not desperate for alerts.
So you guys hopped on, got in some trades during your the Hawkeye session, Matt?
I did. I just want to make sure that sometimes, sometimes when we're going over trades and setups and stuff, sometimes I end up taking a trade and some other people don't. So I don't.
Yeah, I feel it. It happens.
Actually, we did have a US CAD trade that materialized for us.
Yes.
You said USD CAD
USD CAD, yep.
to the north.
To the north, yep.
Yes, sir. Sitting in profit right now as we speak.
Yeah, that's a good trade. Clear
Solid.
uptrend. Bag entry, bounce. You got a full touch here, arrow above the trend line. You take this 10 out of 10 times.
Yep.
And that's why you don't take forced trades like GBP CAD, where it was still all the zones still here. Like when, and again, it's sometimes I like Nate's conversation too when it comes to correlations, because it's like CAD apparently is getting, I guess, weaker. That's why GCAD, ECAD, and USD CAD are all up. But GCAD still had a lot of resistance there. So if I was going to choose which one I would take, this one would be the cleaner one. Somebody said made $600 on the down arrow yesterday.
That's what I'm talking about.
Right. I know that's right. Yeah, that UCAD is a winner. Actually,
Are you thinking on taking it even because there's still so much room, right?
there is a lot of room, but I wouldn't force it unless I got the H. If I get an H1 arrow, yeah, I'll get in there.
I know what you mean.
And just up to the zone, but it's like a force without it. You know what I mean?
Right. Right.
But especially if you guys are already about to smack probably like a 25 TP, or you might have already. I mean, you could have, yeah, if you got in right here or right after this arrow,
Mm-hmm.
you should be right at 20 pips right when this wick ended. But higher time frame, you get the arrow, take it up to the next zone. Otherwise, I'm not going to chase it. Mm-mm-mm. 200 people active on the call. Let's see if we got any of our other educators in the field. Mm-mm.
Yeah. For anyone, if you don't have auto trading on, you're not going to get the alerts. It's not gonna pop up. So you need to have auto trading on while you're using this indicator. I don't know anyone who is actually using this to trade the exotic currency pairs. I can't speak to it. I mean, it's gonna work. I just I run from the spread on the exotic pairs.
Yeah, I mean, I looked at it, but I wasn't like I've never used it on the exotics.
No. There's
Yeah,
enough
I
trades
mean, I
out
believe
there.
it would. If it works on stocks, cryptos, indices, and all, you know what I mean, it wouldn't surprise me on anything. With just using the strategy and having proper risk management.
Right. But there's enough trades out there not have to go to exotics, right?
Not for some people, Matt. Some people want to trade every single thing, 45 billion trades every day. It's like, okay,
Oh,
go learn
boy.
those. Literally, go learn those lessons, like, because they're coming. But I'm good.
I know that's right. Oh my goodness.
Ain't that the truth? Well, mention about XRP January 5th boost. Probably not not going to talk about that, but I'm waiting for it to get me out of some drawdown.
I mean,
Put
yeah,
it
just
that
in
way.
general, like I believe that cryptocurrency in general over the next 3 to 5 years is all going to be, you know, what I mean, we're going to be looking at a different world.
Agreed.
So it's like, it's whether it happens today, tomorrow, in 3 months, 6 months, 10 years, whatever. Like for me, I'm long on most cryptos. You know, it's just a matter of having patience. People kind of want it to happen now, and it's like we're not really in control of that. Yeah, somebody said they were playing with the MXN, the ZAR, and then, yeah, I believe it. I just feel like once indices are locked, once I like master US 30, like y'all can have all that other stuff.
Yep.
Bounce AIRO go, my friend.
That's right.
Oh shoot.
Nate said something on the call earlier this morning, I guess you can call it. But he said that specifically when you're trading on the 15-minute, that if you want to find out how strong the trend is just to go up a time frame. But he says kind of hesitate to go down time frame to try and get a better entry for people that are newer, because you're gonna see a whole bunch of red lines, and it's not conducive to your progress, right? Because then you're gonna see green lines, red lines all over the place.
Well, as far as finding what the stronger part of the trend is, yeah, if you're going to hold, absolutely. If you're scalping, no. So, like, I'm an indices scalper,
Right.
and I find that the lower time frames get me sniper entries, and actually, I can take more trades throughout the day. So, I'm teaching Nate right now as we speak about the peekaboo strategy and what I'm actually looking for, so that he knows how to effectively share that with people and help them out with their trades.
Yeah, and what I was thinking when I was looking at that, when he said what he said, I was like, well, indices move like a rocket, so you need to know you need to think and know what's going on at the lower time frames.
Yeah,
You need to know. But when it comes to kind of the forex world, it's moving significantly slower than the indices do.
Right. Well, and I am definitely being more supportive of the higher time frames, because I'm now getting to a point where I love scalping. Don't get me wrong, but boy, oh boy, last week when I got, I think it was on the H1, got some arrows for the indices and held. Woo-hoo! Let's just say payday was up in the house.
Yeah, and it's a lot less work. It's a lot less work. It's not like when you get into a bad position, because when you're scalping, you're not always going to get the right position, and you're going to need to know what you're doing to get out of the hole if you are in a hole.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So there's a whole new skill set to that as well.
Oh, most definitely. Most definitely.
So that's just the two sides of the coin that I just wanted to.
But you'll
I
be
agree.
shocked when you get on those indices, my friend. You say about positioning. You'll be shocked when you get on the lower time frames and you're like, what? This works. Because I swear, scalping this morning has been fun. So while everybody's waiting to catch their pips, I'm catching pips all morning. So, and that's actually what happened last Monday. Everybody's like, oh my gosh, this the Forex market's so slow. And I had a terrible day. I didn't, because I was on the lower time frames with US 30 and NAS. So again, like when it comes to like the mass majority of pairs that you're looking at in the Forex market, yeah, lower time frames, because they move like snail mail. It's not as effective as far as scalping wise, you know. I would just go down to lower time frames just to make sure you're getting sniper entries in, as well as staying out of trades that could potentially have potential for reversal or take some time to break a zone.
Nuggets, nuggets, and more nuggets. I can see people being a strategy and inside the AIRO back office eventually.
Oh, I agree completely.
It's a one thing that's been helping people, you know, not burn their accounts or lose trades and stuff like that. I mean, it's fire. The reason why I came up with a strategy is I was on a live call with Nathan, and everybody was like, "Oh my gosh, I'm not at the 20 pips," and a zone popped up, and I was already out of the trade. And the only reason why I was out of the trade is because I looked at the lower time frames and got in at a sniper entry and rode that sucker up for 20 pips and was out out like a light.
Oh, that's brilliant. Oh my goodness.
So it was fun, and that's what made me figure it out. I mean, I'm all about probability. So Nathan is a mathematician, and even when I was in school, I was pretty much a straight A student all my years in math. And when he told me that the probability of the win ratio was 80-20, I tried to figure out what the 20% where that was being caused, right? So like if they're, you know, most of the participants in the trial period was having 80% or more win ratio, but had a 20% loss ish, right? Because everybody was different. I was trying to figure out what that 20% was. Why are they losing? Because AIRO is so powerful. So that's when I came up with that peekaboo strategy, where you go down to lower time frames and you're looking to see, number one, is there a zone that has popped up in the lower time frame that you don't see in the higher time frames that could potentially, you know, block you from moving in the direction that you want to go? And then number two is, are you really taking a sniper entry? Is it reversing or is it constantly going up? And that's what I wanted to figure out. And that's how I've been able to increase my win ratio. Just an FYI.
I will step away for a couple minutes while I eat breakfast. It's been
I know that's right. You good, bro?
it's been a long, long morning. I got a couple trades running right now. One that I'm not excited about in pound Kiwi. So that one, man, I don't know. Maybe I'll turn pound Kiwi off for a while. But you're not gonna win them all, right? That's just the way it is. You can't
Right.
expect to win them all. It doesn't matter how good the setup is. All right, I'll let you know when I come back.
No doubt. Somebody asked Coach Mo, what's your win ratio now that you've been doing?
That's funny. I was just answering him. Beach Panda. That's
Yep.
my dude. That's my dude. So actually, as far as win ratio, I've actually seen an increase in my win ratio by anywhere, and it really just varies by anywhere from 25%. So overall, I'm staying within, I would say, on average, maybe 85 to 90% ish. Because prior to, because I'm a crazy scalper and I take some crazy risks, I wasn't winning as many trades because I'm on the lower time frames, and so and that's because, guys, you guys have to remember I trade indices. That is my bread and butter. So to increase my win ratio from what I got it to now, I mean, let's just say what was that song? Seasons change, people change. Yeah, my season just went into summer.
Mhm. I watched that she said on Forex Factory. It says all day red folder. Does that mean I should not trade today? No, it just means expect volatility and trade with proper risk management whenever you trade. Especially for a folder like those are kind of all day ones. So you don't necessarily know whenever the news is going to happen or whatever, whatever statement's going to come out or something's going to be said. So you just trade with caution if you are trading. And somebody said, show us the FX books. Yeah, y'all are funny. These are from last night's presentation that I was using, showing people about AP. I agree, Dwayne, but any day could be very big if you know what you're doing. She said, do you use peekaboo strategy on currency pairs? She said mainly indices because that's what she trades.
Oh no, I use it on all.
Right, but it applies on everything. Correct.
Yeah. So if you guys are on M15 on the currency pairs and you're trading, I strongly suggest that you drop down to the lower time frames and see what it's doing, because here's what could happen. Okay, and this is what I've actually I seen on someone's live trading call. Is they called out a trade and it went in reversed. And the reason why I went in reversed is because on the lower time frames, a zone in the opposite direction popped up. Okay. And that was a losing trade. It was a fake out. So please just make sure you go down to lower time frames just to see what's going on, right? You're just peeking for a quick second to see what's happening. and you're
Yeah,
trying to
it's
get.
interesting. I can't wait to go over more examples of that, like live in front of everybody, because I'm the mindset. If I take a trade on the H1, like I'm coming into it knowing that there could be potential. You know what I mean? Like that I'm coming. That's why you set your stop loss and TP higher, even on the 15-minute. I prepare for whatever's going to happen. So it's like I don't enter a trade with the thought of like if I lost a trade, I'm super worried or concerned. I feel like a lot of new traders are going to be just jumping down on the M1 and responding to a lot of noise, as opposed to just being confident in the decision that they made. So I'm excited
Absolutely
to see
not.
this play out
Absolutely.
multiple times.
Dante, what they're doing is they're evaluating whether or not to jump in the trade at that time. It's not that they're listening to the noise down number one or the M5. So what they're doing is evaluating two things. Number one, do I get into the trade? And number two, do I get into the trade now? Okay. So it's not that it's going to prevent anybody from trading. Not at all. Matter of fact, my GMs have blown up. I can't even.
I'm sure.
I've been dealing with some things over here. You know, outside my personal life, I couldn't keep up with the amount of DMs that I got regarding how successful that peekaboo strategy is. It's not that it's trying to prevent you from taking a trade. It's trying to prevent you from loss, right? And it's also trying to prevent you from going into a trade too soon. So that's it. If you guys get an up arrow and it's a buy signal on any one of those currencies, you go down, drop down to the M5 or the M1 and confirm that it's on its way up. Because if it's not and it's reversing, you just wait, right? And as long as there's not a zone in the opposite direction that has popped up in your way, you know, and I will have to, you know, show you what I'm talking about in your way, then obviously you can go ahead and take that trade. You just try to get in a better entry level. Because oftentimes, I mean, you've seen it, and Nathan talks about it, and that's the reason why he has the 20-40 rule, where 20 take profit and 40% drawdown or stop loss, right? The reason why he has that is because oftentimes the market movers will reverse, right? And then make you think that you're going in one direction when they're really going to go the opposite direction. And that's what you're just trying to catch. It's not that they're not going to continue to go in the direction that you thought they were. Okay. That has nothing to do with it, because that 40 pip stop loss could potentially be your entry.
Right.
You know?
Very true. Somebody said we don't hear you, no volume, we don't hear you. Can you guys hear us clearly, or now we've been talking to ourselves this whole time?
So yeah, looks like we have a U.S. yen trade coming up. Alert.
Perfect. UJ used to be my favorite pair. For this GCHF alert we are in an uptrend. But you didn't really get a touch on the bounce, and we're right and directly in another zone. So I don't really like it.
Yes, I agree. I'm not a big fan of this one either, even though it is in a contra trend zone. It's
Right.
contra trend, but it's coming too close to the next zone to be able to take it.
I'm with you. EN is downtrend, so this would be a counter trend trade. I'll pass on that one as well.
And let's see, there's AJ. Things are running a really tight range here lately.
So what happened?
So there's a lot of really tight ranges here lately.
Yeah. Take what the market gives us.
That's exactly right.
Euro wide might be setting up here.
Euro Audi.
Yep. Euro Australia. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
We don't have an arrow yet, but it just looking like
We'll be
it's a
lining up.
bounce. Yeah.
I'm just answering a bunch of questions in the Q&A if you guys send them in.
I'm looking at one, there was a question about the alert wasn't coming in on their phone. Just make sure that the on the AIRO alert, when under the inputs tab, make sure that it says push notifications on your phone to be true. If you'd like me to share my screen, I can do that.
This tab right here.
And then the other thing is make sure that you have it set up on your platform for the push notifications.
And if it's set up like that, make sure you reboot your BPS.
Yeah, it's really important to reboot those BPSs and make sure they're updated. That's been causing a lot of problems for a lot of people.
I can imagine.
Or reboot from your back office. Someone was rebooting from the actual inside the BPS, and it's not as effective.
Gotcha.
You say it's not as effective if you boot from
It's
the
not.
VPS as a back
I
office?
actually, so I have friends, here in my state that I've actually brought on board to use the software, and they were getting really frustrated that the softwares weren't working. And so I asked them to go into their back office at Auvoria Prime under the connection button, Auvoria Prime connection. And then, yep, there you go. Love you, whoever just did that. Yay.
Mhm.
Reboot your VPS. Whoa. That's what I'm talking. All right. Bam.
There's a question in the chat box, or in the question about as a beginner, it being on demo and then going to a live account, what's a good amount to start with? I like $1,000 if you can afford to do that. If not, whatever you can afford, but usually $1,000 allows you to give you enough room to be able to make significant trades, help to pay for your subscription, and without risking too much. But keep the even though you have $1,000 in there, still keep trading with the lower lot sizes. So until you get the handle and the feel of the emotions tied to live trading.
Agreed. It's definitely based 100% on just where you're at financially when it comes to what your live account is and what your own goals are. I think that's a great question to ask, kind of like your sponsor, the person who brought you in, and kind of like be able to work on a plan, and somebody that you can kind of be consistent with. I think that that's your best option there. Jeff said, do you have to reboot daily? If you're not getting alerts like every day, then I would. But you can check if you're getting alerts pretty much every 5 or 15 minutes, depending on whatever you have your chart set on.
There's a question about the when an alert comes in and it qualifies for a trade, you work out the lot size with position lot size calculator, and I say yes to that. A lot of pairs, in fact, we have a new calculator coming out. It's already been put together. We're just waiting for the approval to start giving it to you folks. But yeah, you just set you'll set your balance size, you'll set the your risk size, and it'll automatically determine the lot size for the particular pair. And what I just do is once a week, I go through and see what my starting balance is. And I go through all the pairs and I just reset the calculator or my trade screen for the pip size. So that way, and I just pretty much keep that throughout the week unless I have a significant change in the account balance. But yeah, the calculator will allow you to set your risk level. And it's pretty much, we have a little drop down menu that tells you what lot size, what the risk factor is based on the strategies with the 40 pip stop, 20 pip target. And then you just set your percent of risk and it just automatically calculates the lot size for you. But yeah, I do that for every pair.
So a couple questions. The basis when it comes to like if you just go through strategy one, well, and especially until we get the lot size calculator out in public for everybody, is to go 0.01 per $100 for now, and then once we get that out, you can be able to tighten up your entries and all of that. So how you want to use the lot sizes from there. Somebody asked about what would I use if I had a $300 account. Do you ever zoom all the way out and did see a resistance zone on any particular pair? I'm not sure what the question means, Dwayne. Yeah, Nash Markets does have a good lot size calculator, and we're going to get one in basically through AP, so that way people can just access it really easily.
How's it going now?
What's up, bro?
I'm back. Had a great breakfast. French toast.
My dude.
Shoot.
Did you guys jump into anything or?
Not many alerts. Just seeing what's going on.
Everything seems to be like in extreme areas, either
Mhm.
like at some 4 hour or 8 hour zones. So
GU. GU, UCAD, and AJ. GU has more red than green on the 15. So you are in a downtrend. Let's see what the higher time frame is talking about. Higher time frames, GU is in an uptrend. So, and just a interesting nugget there in itself. Um, you do have basically a bag entry here, but because you're in a downtrend on the 15-minute, I don't like it. It's just interesting to kind of get an overall perspective going on different time frames, up and down. And for me, and again, just like with Coach Mo's peakable strategy here, like your bag entry in her scenario, and this is a great example for her method right here, is that your entry would have been here and you could have gotten in and taken this to this zone here, or maybe not even gotten in this trade because there's a zone here, but bumping down to the 5-minute from the 15 kind of allows you to see that a little clearer. And it's just no go for a trade for me. But any other thoughts?
no, even AJ is no good. You got 3 green zones and 3 red zones on the 15-minute chart, and then you got an up arrow going into a zone that's less than 5 pips away. So
Yeah, no bueno.
no, not playing with that, guys. There's way better setups out there than that.
Yeah, AJ might pump through this and then we'll see. But I'm good on that for now. Yeah, I'd rather get an H1 candidate. I'm telling you, Jackie really got me on these H1s. Like, because once I
I
saw
know
what
she
she was
did.
doing, I'm like, come on. Like, even this one here, like your entry, such a different perspective because you got so much more momentum. You can see what's going on. And then if you're on the H1, bounce, arrow, and you'd be in profit right now. And we just got another arrow on the 15-minute up. But your 15-minute entry didn't really look that good. But this H1 looks great. And if you were to get another one, it will look even better. So it's like, it's just more information.
Yeah, that's a big difference in perspective, right? On the
Right.
15, I'm not taking that. On the
Right.
hourly, hey, like
I'm like, hold on now.
we're
I'm
in
like,
there.
what's going on?
Yeah, we're in there, right? So it all depends what you're trading and what you've been practicing and what you've been doing.
Yeah, I'm gonna be more of a strategy 2 person, like as just because it's gonna it matches my natural just how my days work and operate anyway. And I'm with Jackie to where just I mean having so much other stuff going on, using the higher time frames and holding trades a little longer makes it a lot easier.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if I can go 8 hours straight and then take care of the kids for the day and drive the wife around and take care of her business and trade all night. It's just not realistic. I did it because I wanted to show up on the call and see what it was like on the London session call, but it's hard, guys. Well, if you're in the East Coast, right? That's all. You still got a couple people that kept on joining, eh? 215 so far.
Yeah, nice group. Nice group.
The night call, Nate was saying, is still the biggest call. I think there was up to 330 some people on that call.
Good.
Like that's yeah. He's like, we got to be 500 by the next couple weeks.
It's just a different set of priorities, my friend. Sheesh, that UCAD dropped after y'all caught them 20 pips, Matt.
Yeah.
Did y'all get out of there? Y'all get y'all 20 in row?
No, I got 10 on my first trade, and then now I'm sitting in a little bit of a drawdown there.
You took 2? Got you.
Yeah, I took 2 positions. I took one first, and then I saw the setup was real nice, and now I'm
He doubled down.
I doubled down, and I'm gonna probably let me see. Maybe I'll share this later on as a teaching moment.
We'll let it play out.
Yeah, I'm gonna let it play out and see what goes on. But it's about to hit one of my trend lines there. And then I'm curious to see if it's gonna bounce there or if it's just gonna keep on slicing through. So 27.64. Just gotta make sure my stop loss has enough room to breathe, right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah. 20. My stop is 27.58. Yeah, it's gonna be close. Let's see. My trend line is at 1.2772. It's actually a wedge that I drew.
Of course.
So if it bounces there and comes up, I'm gonna get out of the trade. I'm just looking for a little bounce. The picture changed on that one significantly.
Matt, do you want to go ahead and share your screen?
Oh yeah, definitely. Give me a sec, guys. So, you need to enable the sharing, my friend.
My bad. There you go.
Looks like we might have a bounce. I'm not going to get too excited though.
I see a little W might be forming here on GU too. Somebody had brought that up.
Yep, I've got that. I've got that. Actually,
Not confirmed yet. I do see what you see.
No. So, all right, hold on. All right, this is a big wedge, guys. So this is a big fat wedge. This is like 90 pips. So I've got a bottom, a bottom, a bottom. If I get a bounce here, great. If it fails here, I'm going to reverse my position and take it down. Because this is a pretty strong one. And just for people who haven't drawn a lot of wedges, it doesn't really matter if you go from this one to that one. Your trend line's almost at the same spot. Do you see what I mean? You're gonna be, there's gonna be a difference of like 5 pips. And you go back here and you got a nice tag here. Actually, to the point where this one, that's way better. So if she bounces there, great. If she doesn't, then whatever. We'll keep on moving. But that is the potential setup. Now, if it does break here, then I will take a stick and I'll put the stick from here to there, and then I'll put it wherever it breaks. If it breaks down, then the likelihood is that there's actually a 75% chance that it's going to go all the way the length of the stick. But if you want a more accurate trade, if it does break to the downside, then you can take half the stick as TP1 and then the full stick as TP2. But that's not financial advice. That's just if it happens, right? If it breaks through and you get a 5-minute candle close on the other side of this trend line, that might be a sign to that you might have a nice spot. Like, for example, this is a much higher likely target than down here. You know, it's more likely to hit here than it is down here. But if you wanted to have an idea of what kind of pips we're talking about, the whole stick is 100 pips. That's a lot, right? It's a significant amount of pips in a wedge formation on an alert. I'm actually really liking that it's retracing, so I'm going to watch that very attentively. And if this is too fast for someone, don't worry. Just keep on coming and keep on getting exposed to it. I'll give you just a quick. What was the other one that people were looking at that was mentioned? The W on the
GU on the H1.
GU H1. Okay, let's go to. This is why I love TradingView, guys. Okay, love TradingView, and I do everything on TradingView. So I just flip. I say, all right, cool. Let's go H1. Let's fix this up. Let me clean this out because this is just going to cause more confusion. So see, you got your W, right? The interesting thing about a W is that let's see, just depending on the angle, I'm going to try something. Nah, it's not good enough, so we won't do that. You could potentially do it, but I'd like to have a little bit more here. So then we got flat bottom, right? You got your base. And you see that rejection right where that 1 hour rejection right here. So if I bring this up a little bit, I bring this up just a hair. Now I'm going to go down to the lower time frame. So this is going to give me 4 times more candles, right? Then I can kind of put it right on the wicks. The key to wedges I found is just to put it on the wicks. Try not to cut candle bodies, because if you're cutting candle bodies on a higher time frame, you're going to be cutting price at a lower time frame. And here's just some fun. Okay, just so you can see what can happen with wedges. I'm going to make this one actually white for the sake of not losing track, but here, there's a wedge. Okay, break, comes, tags, takes off. Remember what I was talking about with the stick? So you take the stick and you put the stick at the break, and then it goes that length, and then it kind of pulls back. And then you can do something like this. This is a little bit of a bigger one. Hold on. Okay, so you have your wedge. You have it coming up and tagging, coming back down, breaking, comes, tags it to the pip, and then takes off. So you can actually put a stick here. And from the break, you have a 75% chance to go the width of the stick. It's a significant wedge right there, guys. Another one over here. You can actually, just gonna do a little bit of wedges because some people were asking about it and we didn't really have a lot of opportunity while we're just waiting, right? So here's another wedge. Guess what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna go from bottom to top and gonna kind of straighten that out a little bit. And just so people have a perspective, this is like 20 pips, guys. 20 pip break, and you could potentially take it longer if you wanted. And here's another interesting wedge, okay? You can go here because that's still a really strong point. So instead of having this one here, you actually got a valid trend line. But after you draw a significant amount of these, then you'll get to a point that you'll be able to see them all over the place. I just want to make sure my stick is proper because it didn't make it all the way. Probably going to get a whole bunch of questions about what I'm showing right here, but that's understandable.
You already know they starting to flow in.
Yeah, so here, check, guys. I'm just showing you triangles and wedges. Nothing. See, when you have a strong trend line and it breaks, then you can wait for a candle close, and depending on how many of these demo trades that you've taken, you can swing the bat. But here's the powerful thing, okay, guys? When it comes down to taking these trades, you want to know where my stop loss is on this? This is where it gets interesting, okay? This is my stop loss. I have no problem hitting stop losses. My win rate is not as high as some other people, okay? I'll be honest with you. But this is my stop loss. So if I was to take a short, if I had a confirmation that, so this is a moving average that we use. We use 13 and 62 as an exponential moving average. It's very, very accurate for determining the direction of trend. So here we have a downward bias. So we're looking for it to reject off of this one because you have one rejection. That's close enough for government work. This could be 1, 2. So not sure what's going to happen with this next candle, but let's go through the questions real quick while I have this open. So,
and for those posting in the chat about GJ, it looks like a solid bag entry, just a little too close to the next zone for me. It's only like 12 or 13 pips away. So I wouldn't jump in, but I see a couple questions, and it is valid because you do have uptrend, bounce, arrow, go. It's just very close to the next zone.
Let's see. Oh, and about the position size calculator and the lot size calculator and whatnot, that's still coming. It's been sent to compliance, and now we're just getting the final look over, making sure that all the math is right behind it. So the one that has the different currency pair values for whatever you're trading, like the pound Kiwi has a different value than the US Swiss or the US based pairs, because the US based pairs is going to be $10 for a standard lot, right? But if you're if you're trading like a cross pair, for example, Kiwi pound, it could be as much as 30% difference. So if you're actually just using the same lot size calculation, what can happen is you're going to be over risking your account by 30% or under positioning yourself by 30%.
If you like, I can give a sneak peek preview of what's to come.
Oh, you know what? Do that, Al. I think that would help, because a lot of people.
Yeah, but give people a visual what they're looking at, what we're doing here with this.
Yeah,
So
for sure. Let me stop sharing. I think I've scrambled enough eggs for right now. So more to come with this stuff. But
I need to get the okay to share my screen.
yeah, you're good. I just stopped sharing.
Okay. Give me a minute here.
So just to clarify, on UCAD, I was looking for a buy on UCAD. Now I was anyway, just to answer the question that was in the
Can everybody see the screen? Can you see the calculator?
Yes, sir.
Basically,
Well
what
done.
this is going to work on the Microsoft Excel 365 primarily. And here you have like the little drop-down arrow, and the drop-down arrow will give you all the different currency pairs that we have. They're all listed over here, and what the different values are. So let's say you want to set your chart for a CAD Swiss trade. You click on the CAD Swiss. You have your account balance in here. And if you look here, you'll see those little drop-down window that says enter your trade account balance. Then here, there's a little drop-down which tells you if you're trading currencies, and these are all referenced to the bag entry recommended settings. So if you're on a 15-minute chart for the currencies, you'd be setting your stop for a standard risk of 40 pips. If you're on a 1-hour chart, the standard risk we're looking at being 100 pips. If you're trading the commodities, you're trading on a 5-minute chart with 100 pips. So let's say you come up here to let's say you want to trade the indexes, and you'll go to the, let's just say the gold USD. And we see over here, if you look under for gold, you'll see that gold on 5-minute chart, you're looking for 100. So you want to set this to 100. And then what that does, you set your risk value. So if you have say you have a $1,000 account and you want to risk 2%, this is your dollar risk, and this is the lot size you take. It automatically adjusts for that. That way it was really nice. You can just go and just click on this, find your pair, find out what your lot size is, make sure your risk levels is set for 40. And you say, so you go over to your charts, and for the US Swiss, up in the little window, this little window up here, you just set 0.04, and you have your right position size for 2% risk based on your account size. You go through all the charts in just a matter of minutes to get through. And what I do is I just go through once a week. I'll set my starting account balance, and I'll just go through all these to make sure they're all pretty close. And you see, as if you're on the US, that's the Singapore dollars, what that one is. We threw that one in there. You'd have a different pair because your standard values are less. If you go to the standard for like a Euro US pair, like if you're looking for like the US CAD, actually Euro US would be a good example here. The Euro US, click on Euro US, you'll see the standard value is $10. Standard risk is 40 pips, 2% risk, and your lot size would be 8.05. If you wanted to increase your risk value, just increase your risk percentage, and then you'll see that the value changes. And that's it. That's what we have. That's what's coming.
Yeah, thanks for breaking that down. Really looking forward to the community being able to have that, and it's just going to clean up a lot of things for everybody.
I think it really helped. It really helped to keep you from over position size, over trading your account size.
Right, and even under trading as well with wider stops, it'll get you to close your stops up. Is not under trading as far as amount of trades, but there's also times to where for that 0.01 per 100 rule, it differentiates if you're using certain pairs and things like that. So I think that it'll allow people to do more as well.
Exactly, because and we just adjusted these for the standard lot size. So if let's say you're trading the British New Zealand, you see the standard lot size is $7 a pip. So if you have a $7 there, you can take a larger lot size. So rather than having too small of a position, you can take the proper position with the same risk level, but also knowing that you would need higher lot size for an account that requires less of a standard value.
Right.
You want to really get deep? Check out EG. So the EG right now, where it's at with the 13 72 for a standard lot, that means that if you're taking an EG trade, your lot size needs to be 30% less.
Look at the standard value is $13.72.
See, it needs to be 30% less than the $10, almost 40% less.
Yep.
Or else you're over risking on your account. So when you think you're actually putting 3%, you're not. You're putting something like 4.5%. So you may be winning. Here's the importance of this, okay, guys? You may be winning on a lot of your other trades, but failing on EG, and that's eating into your AIRO, return on equity, return on account, because your position sizing wasn't on point. That's where that comes into play.
Hey guys, there's a bag trade.
Go ahead.
I was just going to say there's a bag trade for the pound yen.
Oh, for a buy, is it?
Yep. Yep.
I got a ton of alerts right now. There's too many alerts to possibly trade.
Yeah, I brought up that bag one a few minutes ago. It's a little close to this. I think it's only like 15 pips from the next zone.
Yeah, it's just that it dropped. You see how far it dropped?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Now you got more room.
Okay.
I don't know. I don't really like it either, just because it's dropping right now. But
pound yen. What we got a W there.
143 was the entry. 143.44.
I liked it off the first 5-minute one, but I don't like it right now.
No, it's actually going to come down, guys. I wouldn't take that. If I had a down arrow, I'd go down.
Here's your target in the zone, but you did have the pullback. It's coming pullback right to your moving average there.
yeah, there was a resistance zone and a downward arrow on the 1 minute.
Yeah, I do like that pair down more than continuing up.
It does have a uptrend. It isn't an uptrend. This is one of those where that peekaboo would have kept you in from getting this drawdown right here if you were still wanting to take the trade.
Absolutely.
It also gives you another chance to reevaluate the trade. And there was some discussion earlier this morning about the peekaboo strategy, about how long do you keep that strategy on after you get into the trade. And I think the general consensus was it's good to maybe catch the next candle or so to maybe get a better entry, but once you're in the trade, to go back to the higher time frame chart to still maintain your target. What are your thoughts on that, Dante?
I think Coach Mo's still on here. Coach Mo, you here?
Can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
Sorry, I'm having fun scalping.
What? You're taking all the pips from us, or what? What's going on?
Y'all were talking about wedges. I had to get in. You know how US 30 moves. It doesn't even like let you blink. It's like boom.
Did you draw wedges on US 30?
Mm-hmm. On the higher time. Well, actually, when it's moving slow, I'll draw wedges. However, I always use my bag. I'm sorry, guys. Like, I don't need wedges. I need the bag. But wedges actually helps, when it's going a little bit slower and you can kind of see some movement going on. Yeah, sorry, guys. I caught 300 pips. Okay, where we at? What was the question? Sorry.
The question is that once you use your peekaboo entry for the, you get a bag alert and you use your peekaboo to see about whether it's retracing or not. Once you get into the trade, you go to the higher time frame, or do you just stay on the lower time frame, or even go to an even lower time frame?
Oh, that's a good question. Okay, so guys, I don't know about y'all, but again, Dante, Jackie, all of us have built up the consensus that the higher time frame is where it's at. I told you I scout because I love the M1 on US 30 and NAS for a reason. But when you're in a higher time frame on anything, okay, and you enter into a trade and you're wondering why that trade is stalling out, is probably because something is happening on the lower time frame. So I will tell you, I have been in a trade where I got in, and let's go look at that GBP AUD. Did we already do that? It just
No,
came
that's
up.
brand new. That's brand new.
Let's go. Let's go.
Here,
We're
I'll
here to
go
trade people. I don't know about y'all, but I'm catching pips over here.
GBP AUD, GBP
I need y'all to be in the bag, in the money zone.
Oh,
GBP
you're
It's not auto zone, it's money zone.
It's taking a long time. I tell you, I'm gonna stop sharing. Maybe somebody's screen's mine. It's pretty slow this morning. I'm gonna stop sharing. Let
You know what? Reboot your
else take it over.
VPS.
Rebooted again. I reboot about every day. It seems like.
I know. I actually had to do that. So you guys probably heard me being really, really quiet because I was a little bit perturbed that my screen was going so slow.
Mm.
So I rebooted, and things are looking to be like rocking and rolling.
I've had no problems until this morning. I've had no problems in like 3 months, 2 months of using the system, and in the 6 months of using softwares, I haven't had any problems until just this morning.
Oh wow.
GA, same setup as GJ. We're in an uptrend. You got an arrow here on the 15. When you bump down, you'll see that there was a potential bag entry here. If you caught this one on the 5 minute, shout out to Mo, because this would have been an entry to where, like she was speaking of, to where sometimes you get a 15-minute arrow, but in reality, I would have only liked to have taken it from here to here. So I was just curious. I would let this play out. For me personally, I would let this play out because this zone is a little too close for me to be entering right now, and kind of see what's going on. If this zone were to break and you get an up arrow on a higher time frame, because we're in an uptrend, if we get like an up arrow on a higher time frame, I'll be looking to take it up. Just because of, you go back, you see what's going on, how much up bullish momentum that we have. But I wouldn't be looking to jump in right now. Thoughts, comments, concerns?
Yeah, no, I'm not taking that. It's too close to.
Wow.
I think it's gonna pump though. I just don't love it. I would have loved to get that.
GBP AUD. Let's see.
Oh my gosh.
What? Hey, you're still alive over there or what? It sounds like you're having a hard time.
30 is like dropping like nobody's business. I knew that would happen though.
Hey, yeah, Don, I like it to the downside for GBP AUD.
Yeah, I'll pass on it altogether for now.
Yeah, but that's what I mean. Like I'm not taking a buy on this.
Yeah, I got you.
That's just a retrace.
You should be definitely now hit your back in profit for UCAD too, Matt.
Oh yeah, no, I took her out. I took her out at break even.
Wish you could have got another arrow here. That would have been nice.
Yeah. You know what? In the end, if I'm in a trade that was in drawdown more than I'm comfortable and I have the opportunity to get out, I'll get out, break even, +1, whatever. I just call it slush and move on. Coach Mo, you're talking about NAS, right?
Oh.
Huh?
No, now I'm watching US 30. I think US 30 is gonna
Okay, hold on.
I'm watching it right now because I just got a down arrow on M30 on, what was that? I think it was US 30. So I think it might go and retrace to the 38.2, but I'm waiting.
So you're looking short.
Oh my gosh, don't move. Don't move. It's okay. You can go back up. Sorry, guys. I'm trying to catch me a sniper entry right here.
It's going to come up a bit. It's going to have a potentially get a nice pullback up before it.
Exactly. But I don't know how much it's going to pull up because you see what NAS did. US on the 30-minute chart, plummeted it to the ends of the earth. To infinity and beyond.
Here.
Sorry guys, I love talking about charts.
That's why I like you so much. Let me share my charts for a sec. I just want to show you what I did on the US 30. Just real quick.
Dirty 30.
Yeah, not so dirty. So here's your wedge.
Uh-huh.
Here's your uptrend, and here's your stick.
And
That's
you
your
didn't call out on this call?
No, I just did that. That was in the back. I didn't do that. I just did it after.
Catch these pips.
No, I know, but listen, that's a lot. That's a lot. But yeah, but you do have a moving average cross that Al and I use often. The 1362 exponential moving average. So you see how it. Hold on a sec.
Oh, mi corazón, mi corazón. Ooh. Guys, this is getting fun.
Okay. Sorry, I was getting excited. My little guy came. Yeah. So you're still short, eh?
I'm about to. Well, let's see here. Ooh.
Are you?
Oh my gosh. Let's go.
No, are you? Here.
Yeah, but I'm waiting for that pullback. I need a sniper entry because I already know where this is going. It's going down. Yeah, and it's not gonna go. It might not go down all the way, right? So I think it already retraced to 23 on the Fibbo.
Yeah, it broke 23.
But
here, we're gonna throw something else on here. This one.
Oh,
we're gonna have 2 Fibbos. We're gonna overlay them, and sometimes the zones overlap each other. Okay, and when they overlap each other, it's a high probability it's gonna reverse within an area.
Woo. Guys, I'm having a hard time breathing.
Okay, sorry.
I should have called it because I seen it. I started seeing it.
I was just about to say, I'm having a hard time understanding why you was on here hype about this trade that you ain't bring up to nobody.
It was because he was talking about, I didn't want to interrupt. He was talking about wedges. And then I was like, oh, I'm going to be rude. I'm going to be like, hey guys, let's get on US 30 and let's catch some pips. Right. And then I just felt like I was just going to, I thought I was going to be rude. So I apologize, guys.
You're never rude. Listen, there's one rule in this room. Okay, you'll lay it out there. If there's a trade that's set up, you interrupt everyone and you say, hey guys, let's go. Because listen,
I'm like, guys, I'm so happy I'm in tears right now.
this is some Fibbo work that's a little bit more advanced. Okay, I don't know if people saw this, but listen, I got three Fibbos on here, but they're all line. So 23.6, 38.2, and 61.8 all line up here from different ranges. I don't know if you guys saw that. Maybe I shouldn't do that.
Triple fibbing, definitely confusing some folks.
All right.
There's also hey Matt, there's also a support level on the 5-minute right where you were showing there.
Yeah. So right there was 38.2 Fibbo retracement from the bottom to here. From here, it was 23.6 from here to there, 38.2 from here to there, and I believe it was 61.8 from here to there. So it was all within this one little cluster. And there's actually this zone back here where it's bounced a couple times in the past. So yeah, I'll stop sharing. I don't want to get too much into Fibbo work, but that's like you can add so much to AIRO, and I just want to keep it simple. I just got excited, so someone else share their screen.
Okay, guys, now on the US 30, it's a waiting game because it could go up a little bit more, retest at 23.6 and come slamming back down. It's doing its retracement. I know y'all were talking about, stay out of retracement trades. Go with the trend, but I'll tell you what, I live by my retracement,
Go
especially
ahead
when I
and
have
say your
to dip
screen,
on
Mo.
there. Yeah, babe. What did you say?
So go ahead and show your screen. The people want to see. I got
Oh, goodness. Oh, okay. Yes. All right. Let's do this. Oh, woo. Yeah. Sorry, guys. I'm literally in tears. I'm so happy. I love this Forex game. All right. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Okay. All right, my friends. Let me shut that down. We don't need that right now. And then your questions have to get out of my way because then I can't see anything. Oh, okay. So now it's retracing. All right, so as you can see, I drew my fib from the largest move that it made in the last couple of days, right? So it did one of these, went on the uptrend, and now it's starting to reverse. And oftentimes, okay, let me backtrack for like 2 seconds. Just so you guys understand, like the science behind the Fibonacci, it's almost kind of like the law of attraction, right? So it's the measurement of just various things, from the branches to a tree, from your eyes to your nose to your mouth. The fib exists in the Forex market. The fib exists all over the place. If I were to just draw the fib from here to here, I would have caught this retracement. And that was probably I would probably say a 38.2 move right here, right? But we're just going to do it from the largest move that it made in the last couple of days, right? So I anticipated, this beautiful queen to come down here and test the 23.6, and it did just that. Now it's reversing. So I'm on the M15. Let's drop down to M5. Let's see what it's doing. See how it came up and retested that? It might actually blow through, come back, retest here, and then come down even further and then go to 38.2. Here's a really cool trick, guys. If it retests on 23.6 and you see how we're in an uptrend, it's going to go through the roof. It's going to keep climbing, right?
Yes, ma'am.
So let's say, for example, it blows past here and it blows past this resistance zone. You could almost 100% bet it's going to go up even higher, because it can do that. But it could retrace to the 38.2 or the 50 and then go up, right? So I know for a fact, for sure, every time I catch a retracement, I try to catch the retracement here at this level, okay? Once it hits the high, and then try to ride it down, right? That's what I try to do. But yesterday I was managing my limousine business, so I didn't have time to really get in the charts and evaluate anything. And this morning I've just been scalping. So that kind of gives you like a closer look. Let's go down to M15. And here's how someone was asking me, how do you know when a trend is about to reverse? And here's how I share it, is that in the lower time frames, you'll see the opposite happening, right? However, like, so for example, if you see more greens in the higher time frames and you see buy, but in lower time frames, you see sell, it's reversing. Now, how long it reverses for, guys, we don't know. I would drop your fib and find out where you are at in that process, right? Because we're going above the 23.6. If it starts reversing, coming down, I'm running this boo-boo right through to 38.2. I'm gonna write this sucker down right to 38.2. But that's why I love the Fibonacci, because it's so fabulous. All right, so we are on M5. Okay, let's drop down M1. Let's see what's happening on M1. Doop, doop, doop. And it's going super slow. M1, all we see is cells. Look for sell, look for sell, right? I'm gonna take that off my chart. But all we see is look for cells, okay? What I'm trying to figure out right now, and this is one of the coolest things, is when you see, this is why the arrow is so powerful, when you see more zones in a time frame than the opposite color, you know that the push is going to be a lot higher on that direction, right? So for here, it's sell, sell, sell in M1, right? So in M1, all I'm looking for is sells, because it's telling me that. If I was in a higher time frame, let's go to N15. N15 tells me look for buys. So if I was trading for on the N15, as you can see, this is what ended up happening today. See, it started to reverse. So how long it's going to reverse, we don't know. But that push was pretty terrific. Okay. Woo! Guys, we be catching some pips. We be pipping and dipping it. So do we have any questions regarding what I'm looking at? Because I think this is going to reverse. Now, how long, we don't know. So it could plummet.
You eyeballed that 38 too, didn't you?
What, love?
You eyeballed that 38 too. I actually had to draw it.
And that's what I'm eyeballing. That's my next target. But remember, you're going over wedges, and I'm like, oh my God, I think I should call this out. And I held off.
Hey, don't blame it. Don't blame it. No, don't blame it on wedges.
But I caught it from here. I caught it from here all the way down to the 23.6. And then once it hit the 23.6, I was out.
Brilliant.
Scalping today, guys. I'm not really holding trades for long. I'm just scalping right now. And I'm trying to get my account to a certain percentage. But here's, this is beautiful. Look, on M15, or is it M5? Yeah, M15, we got that down arrow. I could have, woo-wee. But see, the thing is because on the M15, I'm only looking for buys. I would have got in here and got stopped out by this resistance zone and been bitter. Okay, so I'm not trying to get bitter. I'm trying to get better. And the way that I do that is by dropping to lower time frames and see what's going on. Lower time frames was saying, hey, we're reversing the trend, at least for the moment, right? We don't know how long that moment is. It could be something like this. Da-da-da-da. And if it does something like that, I'm riding that sucker. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. But I'm waiting. I'm waiting because it's not pushing up like it was before. When it was doing the whole uptrend, it was pushing up. When you got that arrow, boom. When you got that arrow, boom, right? And here, oh my gosh, right there. That's some crazy pippage. Hey, you guys remember Encino Man? Hello?
Encino Man.
Oh, you guys are still with me. Yes.
Of course we are. I'm just paying attention.
Oh, okay. They were like, wheezing the juice. That's how I picture this whole Forex game. It's so much fun that I squeeze the pips. Oh yeah, right out the market. Without arrow, guys, I couldn't do this. This is, oh man, I was so sad. I was so sad because I couldn't predict the market even if I tried. But the arrow just, it's the sauce. Like I told y'all, my barbecue sauce makes everything better. And this makes everything better in Forex. Oh, sure. Oh man, I think you see me deleting wedges because I was testing your wedge theory. I was like, oh, let me try it. And it actually works.
Oh, it works. I'm surprised.
Mhm.
No, that's the sarcasm.
Yeah.
Matt, I love to how much confidence you have. So when you're like, dude, this is gonna take profit 75% of the times at this stick, regardless of whatever amount of pips that is, whatever amount of time frame that is.
Yeah.
The fact that you have enough data to back that up, I really respect it. Like, is very.
I love you. I love you. No, see, and this is okay,
Well,
guys.
you can back test that
because this
too.
is crazy. Look, check this out. Check this out. I
Go,
wanna
go.
Yeah. What's up?
No, go.
Oh, okay.
Do it.
So at the beginning of the day, right? The one thing that I love about this is, like I said, I'm been scalping lower time frames, guys, and in my US 30 and NAS, and that's how I can catch, some of the, I can actually catch sniper entries, right? So like at the end of the day, once it hits the high of the day and the low of the day, I drop my fib, and then I'll catch it to the 23.6 and make my pips. But even here, right? So we would have gotten in here, we would have had a little bit of drawdown. And by the way, I want to show you something. In US 30, a little bit drawdown is not a little to a lot of people. So
no, it's not, because the first trade I took in an indices, I got stopped out, and I was like, "What in the heck?"
Yeah,
That thing moved like so fast, and I didn't expect it.
Yep. On US 30, I've noticed, and this is going to scare some people, I've noticed that you'll get into, like, let's say on the higher time frame, you'll get into an AIRO. And oftentimes, I would probably say maybe 50% of the time it'll start to retrace, right? Because it can't go down. It doesn't always go down, straight down, right? It has to go back up, correct course, and then go down, right? So that's exactly what it does. So stop loss, and this is where you can prevent yourself from having to take a stop loss of this much, but stop loss should be somewhere around like 300 pips. Why? Because I've noticed that almost every single time, if you guys can see the pips on my screen, let me get in closer, get a little closer.
0 pips. You're not in any trades?
Huh? Oh no, not right now, because I'm talking. I need to focus, my friend. I need to focus. Like,
it's still not subconscious,
I think
eh?
I'm literally in a NFL stadium, if y'all see me, because I'm like, go, go, go.
Oh, I could tell.
Screaming at my screen is so
You're
much fun.
you're just a blast.
Oh shoot. I just love what we do. I'm literally, guys, I'm tearing up right now. I'm not kidding. I'm trying not to. Oh, by the way, whoever you the USD MXN. Ooh, I mean, I'm not gonna get off track, but I went and I tested that, and immediately, if you would have used my peekaboo strategy, you would have stayed out of the trade, at least for at that moment, because it retraced. Just an FYI, and all the lower time frames said it was going to go up instead of go down, like the H4 said. So that's one of the things that's kind of cool, because you can go to lower time frames and get a sniper entry for what the market is really trying to do. If it's trying to reverse, you need to get in where you don't have a lot of drawdown, right? And you don't want to get stopped out, especially depending on how big or small your account is, So anyways, I'm looking forward to actually retest this moving average. It might not. It might just start plummeting again, but we'll see. We'll see. That's what I'm looking for. So I got off the subject, but okay. So this is what I was going to say. All right. So if we were on the, which we are now, M15, okay, and we got into this trade at this era. Depending on where you would have caught it, let's even go from the base of this candlestick, right? So it started going up immediately. When it starts going up, just stay out. Like, you're going to get this signal. If it starts going up, you just wait. But just say you're a newbie, you try to get in here, right? So let's see how much drawdown it had. Come on. You can do it. 424 pips. You would have got stopped out. This is why I say drop down to lower time frames. You would have got stopped out. But 9 times out of 10 on the lower, like on M5, it'll say like 300 pips, and then it'll reverse back into the direction that it wants to go. I've never done M15. I'm putting all my charts on higher, or my indices on higher time frames. Because Jackie's my girl. We trade together. We win together, we grow together. And I tell you, I said, I want to be like you when I grow up. Like, I want to be able to hold a trade for a day or two and not worry about it, you know? Yeah, can I catch, you know, pips all day long? Yes, I can. But is it 100% fun when you have other obligations and things to do? Not really, unless you already know, you have your mindset on what you need to earn for the day, you earn it and you get out, and then you don't go back to the charts. But guys, this is addicting. That's the reason why I would rather just go to higher time frames and you know, catch my pips and just dip, you know, because I could always go to like lower time frames and scalp and then get myself up if I ever have drawdown. But yeah, so here's a situation here on this down. You know what? Let me mark it on M15. Come on, boom. That happened at 11 o'clock. Let's go down to M5. Are we on M5 yet? No, because it's taking forever. Okay, so on the M5, you might have been fooled because here it said that it was going down, right? Unless you were catching pips and dipped, right? So you might have thought it was going down, and then it's just, and let's go to M1 because that's where my secret sauce is. M1, and let's zoom out here on M1. Okay. Ooh, we could have caught that bank induction. Okay. All right. On M1. Yep. So I said that it was going out. You know what you can do is if you're going down, 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 and you've caught some pips, you can do the dip method, you know. So here it went down, but then it went up. It just skyrocketed up. Oh gosh. See? On the lower time frames, that's even worse. No, it's not actually. Hold up, that's kind of cool. On the lower time frame, you would have been able to set your 300 TP, like I said, and it still wrote it down to here to oblivion for 3,000 pips. Wow. Maybe that's why I like the lower time frames. I don't know, but I still live and breathe by the higher time frames because I've seen what it can do. Last week. Last week I see what I can do. But yeah, so that's exactly how I think in my head. If I go into a day, I'm looking to see. So I'm looking to see what is the overall trend, right? Overall trend says up. But when I start seeing this start to form and happen, I'm like, that's a newly fresh formed zone. What is it? What's happening on M5? What's happening on, M1? And going from there. So for me, that's the reason why I drew my fib and I tried to figure out, okay, this could be a potential reversal largely to the downside, or this could be a fake out. It's going to go down. It's definitely going to hit your 23.6, which it did. Okay. And then it's going up. Now, will it break through these zones? I'm not 100% confident. Why? Because this whole time we've been on a downtrend on the lower time frames. However, because it did come back and test this moving average, I want to see that there's like momentum to the upside, right? Before I feel confident to take an up arrow and go that direction. On the lower time frames, I might go in for about 50 to 100 pips and then dip. Ooh, NAS 100 is selling. Let's look. Oh my gosh. Oh, I love this. I love it. I love it. Okay, let's look. All right, we are definitely on a sell trend, but as you can see, a newly formed zone popped up, right? A strong support popped up. That means there's a potential chance, guys, that the indices might reverse and go beyond the 100%. Okay, that's what you'll learn about the fib. And I love the fib. I live by the fib and I breathe by the fib. It is amazing because it happens every single time. So let's see here. We're on the M1. Let me go to M15, drop my Fibo. Did I already drop the fib? Yeah. See, NAS actually hasn't hit. Oh, shoot. This is the wrong fib. Hold on. Guys, give me like 2 seconds. Let me exit out of here. This is something I drew last week and just never took it off. But as you can see, it retraced had I continue to focus and build on it. But I don't trade every day. So here we go. Let's see. Did you test? And this is off a little bit. So let me bring this up. Yep. Okay. And let's go in here. We're looking at NAS. And NAS hasn't retested the 23.6. So could it go down a little bit further? I do believe. And then it could shoot right back up, right? But for NAS, I would probably stick to my guns about the buys because they're stronger right now. Even though that the sells are stronger here, and it's probably because of the lower time frames. So it's probably trying to go to the 23. Ooh, what we got? Oh, I'm gonna take that little USD make. Oh my goodness, the exotic off of there. Okay, because I don't want
blame you
that on my chart. I was just trying to see if my peekaboo strategy worked, and it did. So on anything that you trade, guys, you can literally use the peekaboo strategy and know would this be a good thing to get into, or should I just stay out? You know, because H4 on that exotic USD versus the peso, you know, it literally was retracing back upwards. So, and it said that it was going down. So it was just trying to give you a sniper entry. That's all. That's how I see it. Okay. So this is still going up. Could it hold on just 1 second here? Okay. Sorry, guys. That was here. I was saying good morning to my grandson. Oh my goodness, he's muy precioso. He's very, very precious to me. Okay, y'all still with me?
Yep, I'm following.
Yeah,
I'm
buddy.
taking notes.
Y'all, it's just so crazy because y'all got, this is the most quiet I've had my co-pilots, you know, running the show. Like, this is quiet. This is so quiet. I'm like, y'all here? Oh man, because I never know. I never know if my mic is working or not. So if I ever drop off, you guys let me know, okay?
Oh yeah.
I love you. So yeah, okay. So let's look here. I'm looking for it to retrace and then possibly just take some more. However, now it's 100 on the higher time frames. We're still in a buy. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just trying to figure out if it's going to retest the 23.6. That would be some great pippage if it comes up here, retest, and then it starts falling right back down, because that's what I'm anticipating it to do. But it could just continue to keep going through the roof. I need to see momentum though. That's one of the things I love about AIRO. It is a momentum indicator. So you can feel the pulse of the market really, really well in the indices because of that. Okay. So right now it's like stalling out here, which means to me it's going up. If you can see on my RSI, it's going up to create that room for it to fall a little bit more. What happens, we won't know just yet because the market is moving dinosaur slow.
Actually, a lot of things are moving slow.
Oh my goodness. This is not fun. Y'all are gonna have fun with me when these indices are like moving, because then I'm gonna be like, let's go, get in now. They move really, really fast. Let's see what's happening on M1. I'm just gonna drop down. See? Okay, we're going down. I bet you how much you guys want to bet we're going down. That zone didn't exist in the M15. Peekaboo, I see you. Now, you can't fool me. I got AIRO. What you got?
See, I don't gamble. I don't take people's bets. I just trade the Forex.
Dude, check this out. So we couldn't see that zone here, right? We go to M1 This is fire. This is how I be catching some like quick scalp trades too. I love this. Where's my little horizontal line? Okay. Take it down, take it down, take it down. I go to the bottom of that horizontal line. You could go to the tops of the wicks because they pretty much are all topping out at the same trend line right here. What is that? 13.457. We go to M15. You see here? That zone didn't exist here. That's all I'm trying to show you guys. It did not exist here. So if you start seeing a blast of momentum that goes through here, oh, okay. It might then continue on. But I don't think it's going to. I think it's going to go down. Why? Because I've done this a gazillion times. I could be wrong though, because you have to remember, I do love what Jay said is that these zones are temporary. As you can see in the higher time frames, you didn't see them, right? But this to me tells me that there's more power on the downside than there is on the upside for right now. Okay, this is giving you minute by minute play. This is like watching the NFL and that commentator giving you like every minute of what's happening and what players are winning. You know, currently right now, my Bulls are winning. Okay, but however, my Bears have come back and they scored a gazillion goals. And when they come back, they come back with a vengeance. This is the reason why I know that this downward trend on NAS is very, very strong and can continue at least to the 23.6. However, I don't know what the market is going to do. News can take effect and it goes shooting through the roof, right? But for right now, I mean, it's continuously staying below here. So we'll just have to see. This is definitely not a trade I would get into. It's just moving way too slow. And I think it's trying to fake people out that it's going to go up more. But I think it's going to come down. So in order for me to get that confirmation, I needed to break with a vengeance down here or break with a vengeance up here, right? So I'm looking for it to drop below the moving average or start popping really strongly like it's doing right now. It's popping really strongly to the upside, okay? That's a possibility. It might continue to keep going up, right? It may have retraced and now it's going to continue that upward trend. That's all I'm looking for. You know, but I'm holding. It didn't close above that line. So hold.
Yeah, that's a wedge there.
Oh, shoot.
Fred.
Look at that. Huh?
That's a wedge there. There's a wedge right there.
Oh, it is a wedge, huh?
Yeah.
Ooh. Ooh. And you are getting me addicted to the wedge because when I do see them, I do draw them.
Yeah.
And depending
You
on
see what
what
I
I
mean?
come out of, it's like on the money. It literally is.
Mhm.
The only reason why I tried to start mastering it is because of what Nathan said. He said it is one of the most, not one of the most, he said it's the most powerful like trend lines that you can draw on the Forex, you know, market that, or any market for that matter, that will give you some really cool cut and drawing entries. You know what I'm saying? Where drawdown is very minimal, and then the upside is just the money. It's bags of money just waiting for you.
Yeah.
You see that it didn't.
That's what
It
Al
didn't
and I did forever.
really. Yeah, it was so funny because I've been meaning to send you some screenshots of some of the trades I won just because of the wedge, and I was like, what? Especially when it's this slow, guys. Remember how I told you I only like to really draw the wedge when it's slow. This is slow for NAS 100. Let me go ahead. You know, I gotta peek in on my favorite. That's the US 30. We'll come back to this because it's like literally you're like falling asleep. I want to see what US 30 is doing. Okay, so it went bounce. It might have some momentum to the downside. Let's see. Oh my goodness, I think I'm gonna be sad because I need to know it was going down. See, we could have cut that trade right there.
There might be another
Hey.
opportunity.
It's okay. It's all right. Might be able to catch a couple pips. We'll see what happens. But can you see like in the lower time frames, both indices are like pushing down. And that's why you're getting these new red zones that are popping up. Remember what I said though, we don't know as far as retracements. That's why retracements are so dangerous, because we don't know how long they will trace for. But I can guarantee you, if you're in a retracement trade, the 23 line, that's gold right there. That's bread and butter right there. Take off most of your chips or all your chips once it hits 23, unless there's some like crazy momentum to go down a little bit further, because it always bounces at that area, you know. But I'm 100% confident. Anytime I catch a retracement, oh yeah, 23 in the bag all day, every day. As a matter of fact, which brings to mind some craziness I seen in, I believe it is US 30 last week, where it literally did a move where you caught the arrow, right? You might have gotten here, and then it shot through the roof this way. And that's the bank, you know, the bank or the money, the market movers doing their thing, and then it shot right back down. It was taking out everybody's stops. It was killing people. For me, I held because my lot sizes were so small. It didn't matter to me. It was just like, that was bread and butter. Guys, we might get, come on. US 30, do your jam. Give us a down arrow. Crossover moving average. Let's go. Go.
Hey, there's another wedge there, eh?
Hmm?
There's
Another wedge right here.
there.
Boom.
Yeah.
And then boom. Yeah. Oh, you're gonna have me seeing wedges all day long. Yes.
Yeah. It's like the curse of wedges.
Oh. What is that? Scrooge or whatever, the Carol thing or whatever. I'm gonna be haunted by the ghost of the wedge past. Oh my goodness. Oh shoot. So yeah, guys, to me, this is like super, super slow. Like, I don't like it when it's this slow. This is why you can tell that I am not one to trade majors and minors, because my patience is bloop. It's like Milton 9. Okay, Naz, what you doing? Do you got something for me to call out? Because there's no arrows popping up, people. Ooh, which you see? You guys see that?
Yep.
Y'all see what? Okay, so we were talking about this, and boom, you know, I think it's going to plummet again down even further.
You think it's gonna slice through that green zone?
Oh yeah, because it's not even, this one is not even at the 23 mark. This is NAS. It's not even at the 23 mark. US 30 already tested 23.
Because either way, it's got to go down there, right?
When it's on a retracement, yeah.
Well, yeah. Whether
when it's on a retracement, it'll hit the 23. Tell me it's not doing this to me. I just drew that fib.
You deleted it?
Guys, I don't know what the heck. No, it defaulted back to either I just didn't erase the one from last week. Okay, I'm gonna draw the fib and then you're gonna see. Hold on. I thought it was already on my NAS. I'm sad. I'm super, super sad. Okay. But that ain't gonna stop your girl. Let's go. Boop. Ding, 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 ding. Yeah, it needs to hit
almost
the 23.
there.
And then it needs to decide, is it gonna continue to keep going or is it just gonna go this way, right? But the 23, that 23 line is literally, I always use that analogy about like the NFL, but I really do mean it. It's like, what is going to be the play of the game, right? You know how like you sitting on the edge of your seat and you're trying to figure out like what's going to happen. Had you done the down arrow, boom, we'd already be close to our our TP. We'd already be close. But they're in that lower time frame on the M1. We got some support showing up. A strong support. So we just don't know what's going to happen. But we got in. Oh man, it actually happened during this call. Oh, I'm sad. I'm sad. So you guys give me in the future permission to interrupt you no matter what, because I can get you guys in and out of trades with NAS and US 30 all day.
It's Dante's call, so.
Shoot, it's not my call. It's an educator call, but at the end of the day, yeah, for sure.
I
Okay,
think we
thank
all
you.
agree we want to have some pips, right? And if you see
Oh,
something
shoot.
that
Okay. Nash showed a sell. Why? Let's look. And it's on the M1. Okay. So remember, I told you it still has more room to drop to the 23. Okay. So right now, do you see how that did you dirty? Like you would have jumped in and it started retracing up. It possibly is going to go down and go down with a vengeance on the 30. So let's see. Mm, 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 mm. Okay, definitely has more power to the downside, that I do know. But this is not a great trade, guys. Not a great call because they got that support right there. Mhm.
what's the I'm wondering what the higher time frame says. Just for the
The
heck.
higher time frame says it's in a buy, but remember,
Yeah. Yeah.
9 times out of 10, it'll go down to the 23 and then it'll spike right back up. So that's happening there. So not yet. Oh shoot. I was tempted to tell you guys to go ahead and hit sell because it tested that moving average. And that also is another great scalping method is when it hits the moving average, but then doesn't go with a force, the upside, then you can actually catch to the downside. But we're going to see because we've already got 2 down arrows. So this is a great way to also put in like a pawn, put a 0.1 on the sell and then see what it does, And then if it starts moving down with force, then you could put a queen on there as well. Now, I might end up putting a pawn. We'll see. We'll see. Because I'm not liking that I didn't catch it right here. Oh, shoot. Okay. We might just put the pawn. Are we going to put the pawn? Oh, okay. All right. Wait.
You gonna let it
Wait
pop?
for it. I'm trying to figure out if it's going to cross over because sometimes it'll fake you out. It'll go up and then it'll go. I just want it to be like a solid,
Let's see if it hits
I'm just trying to test it.
13,456. 13,456. Let's see if it hits that.
Okay. It's best. But we'll see. Oh, the weight is excruciating. Okay. I think, I don't want you guys following me. Okay. But I'm going to set a pawn and I'm going to see if I'm going to be correct in, give me a second here. Wait, hold. I feel like I'm in that movie 300. Okay, I'm gonna set my pawn there. It is playing around on the moving average right now, and we're gonna see how this plays out, guys. On NAS 100 and US 30, the drawdown is like redonkulous, So I just want to make sure, I'm just putting a pawn out there to see if it continues to go down or if it's gonna go all the way up and break this resistance zone. If it's gonna break it, then my pawn doesn't mean nothing to me because it's pennies on the dollar, and I'll just set my queen and we'll ride it up. Okay, so we got that working. We negative 31 pips. They're playing around. It may go retest over here. Okay, so it might retest over here and then come down. So we will see. I'll be the guinea pig. You don't be the guinea pig. All right, and US 30 is doing something very, very similar. So US 30 though, I don't play with US 30. I wait until it gets to like gives me an arrow or gets to one of these zones before I start playing in that game.
Yeah, it's good to know.
Mm-hmm. Oh, US 30 is a beast. It's unless I have an arrow or I've like, like this is a bank induction, in the Morning Star and I come down. Yeah. I probably would have wrote that down just because I know that that's another confirmation to go downwards, caught it for a quick scalp. On the higher time frames though, guys, we are looking for buys. So that's one of the things you want to be very conscientious about. So as you can see, it still has a lot of movement that it can go this moving average and then come plummeting back down this way, or it could test this moving average. We get the up arrow and then we can go, right? Because this is a higher time frame. This is M15, right? I just need to know what the market is going to do. So even placing the trade that I'm in right now, oh, we can positive 10 pip. No, now we went down to 35 negative.
It's quick, eh?
It's always
quick.
fun.
It's real fast.
I know. So, okay, this is also another cool thing. When you get into indices, setting your pawn out there also will be able to help you test momentum in the indices.
I've never heard that before. Pawn and queen and whatever. I've never heard it referenced in trading.
So I actually learned that terminology from Adam. I actually knew the strategy before Adam, but I never referred to it like see now it's saying buy, but I don't know if that's really a buy. That might be just a yeah, how you doing? So okay, so you see that momentum?
Yep.
I'm still holding though, because it hasn't broke past this level yet. Doop. Are you gonna break past this level? Because then I might just ride you up. You tell me what you doing. Oh, we're just playing with our heartstrings, guys. And what's M5? M5, what you doing on M5? As you can see, I'm just testing the market. I want to know what's happening. See, it might go back, retest this resistance zone, and then come crawling down. Because still on M5, it's still a sell. Let me just double check, make sure I'm telling you guys the right things. Let me zoom out like I always tell y'all to do. And I'm not practicing here. Oh, shoot. No, it's on a buy. So remember, this US 30 actually hit the 23.6. So do you think that it could actually go above and beyond? Absolutely. It could.
Sure could.
It could go above and beyond because it already hit the 23, and that's what we're really looking for, is that you would have caught the brief reversal and then go straight back up.
So are you saying the deeper it goes into that retracement, the less likely it's going to be to continue? So say it goes 50, 61.8.
No, continue for that moment, because remember, nothing in the Forex market is consistent. It doesn't go straight up. It doesn't go straight down, right?
No, of course.
You know what, sorry, I'm just doing my normal routine, bouncing back and forth between.
So now as it's pulling back, it's giving you a potential better entry for a sell, right?
Yeah.
So
because it's still
just because we're sitting
23.6.
right, and that's where you want it to go. So we're just patiently waiting. Everything's set for it.
Mm-hmm. But Matt, I'm telling you right now, if there's momentum on the upside, though, let's say it just, there's a chance either they're faking you out before they go down to the 23, or they're just going to go into the direction that they want, right? I mean, obviously that's evident no matter what, but that's the reason why you got to be very careful. I love the arrows. The arrows are the selfs. So when you get that notification, pay attention to your notifications, pay attention to what the market is doing, Mm-hmm. We on Okay, I'm watching the wrong chart. This is US 30. I just wanted to see what US 30 did. And in the M1, it has that resistance zone, but I think we also see that resistance zone in NAS, and did it break through? Probably did. No, still hasn't broken through that. So I'm holding with the potential that because I've seen it all morning go down, more than likely I'm going to come out this trade with at least, 50 to 100 pips, but we don't know because that momentum on the upwards was pretty strong. Does anyone have any like currency pairs that we can, or everything is just kind of stalled out? Any notifications that anybody's looking at?
Not really.
Ooh.
I'm just happy XRP's pumping again.
What happened?
What happened to
Screen.
You? You lost
Come
everything.
on. Guys, this is why you have your MT4 on your cell phone. Oh my goodness. Did you guys see what just happened?
Yeah.
Oh, that was crazy. Oh, internet connection unstable. Go figure. So sad. So sad.
So some of you may have seen my charts from the previous day when I was sharing my screen, and I had some XRP trades, and on there it said like negative 6,000 pips because I had two positions that were very small, right? My account was only an ever like 4% drawdown of my full account. So now I'm just excited to get out of that drawdown once it comes up to a nice spot. So, but needless to say, I'm not going to be touching XRP again after I get out of that.
I'm setting a purple line right above the 23.6. Come on. I believe it's going to go back down. Like I said, I don't know because we're on an uptrend on the higher time frames. So this is my, oh man, it's just moving so slow, guys. I'm just like, this dinosaur slow to me. I love when I can feel the pulse and the beat of the what the market's doing. Golly, this is too slow. I don't want to get technical here, but I'm going to do it anyway. So I apologize to anybody who gets offended by this, but I'm going to start drawing away just to kind of see what we got here. Come on. Go down a little bit. And then go up. And then go down.
You've got a lot of patience drawing with MetaTrader 4. I've got no patience for it. Like I avoid it like the plague.
When the market is moving this low, patience is all I got. It actually is annoying that it's going so slow. I'm feeling that, what are we at? We're at 1820. Okay, guys, this is probably when NAS and US 30 are going to start picking up pace in just a second here. So we will see.
Just
Typically,
before lunch, right?
Is between, well, hold on. We might have, no, we missed it. No, it's between 1630 on my chart and 1930 on my chart is when I seen NAS really move. So we did miss some of that movement. Some of those powerful moves. Come on. So that's another key thing on indices. 1630 and 1930 will be some bread and butter if you're on the right side of the coin. Okay. Come on. You got this. Yes. Good job. Good job. So as you can see, it's narrowing. It's going to make a decision. We just don't know what that decision is. And when it does, your girl's holding her trade for at least this bar. Come on. You can do it. MT4, work with me. Bam, got it. Yeah, there's my tool. Yes, how I was saying, on the lower time frame right now, it's moving downwards, at least for NAS right now. I think I told you guys M or US 30 had already done its move and retraced back to the 23. I haven't broke that trend line yet. Oh, yo, girl. But I'm in profit, so.
Yeah, so XRP just it's headed like crazy after all this. It's finally going up, so I've got a big smile on my face. I just put a position to get me out of the drawdown. It's up 310 pips.
Mm-hmm. Nice. Oh, I had to widen my, oh, that's not fair. That is not fair. 24 pips of profit, peoples. 25, 20.
Oh, are you short?
Go down to the bleeding. Huh? What? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. But again, there's not like, I'm not feeling the push just yet. Well, actually, they're kind of trying to push now. So let's see what happens. Ooh-wee! I almost want to put my queen there, but I don't know.
Watch it break and
Yeah.
close below first, right? And then you might want to have it come back up and tag it. So it'll break it,
And
come back
test,
up
yeah.
and tag the bottom. And now you know that your resistance has
Yeah.
become support.
Yeah.
It's the magic of putting the your trend line on the wicks, because it can carry some weight sometimes. And you know you have a really strong ceiling with that trend line at the top there.
Yeah. I like to zoom in because I like to see what the candles are doing. And that was obviously a bullish candle. Could it go down and become bearish? Yeah. So, 97 pips in profit. Y'all, do y'all see that? Oh, get out of Dodge. Arrow, like, let you steal candy from a baby. Oh, my goodness. Come on, keep going. I know you want to fall to the ends of the earth. Or what are you doing?
It's just testing your patience, because it says
I know. 'cause I know it's gonna
you've
be
made too many pips on there, and some other people
Yeah.
need some.
I guess so. The waiting game can be excruciating, peoples. Can be excruciating.
I know that we're not in this trade currently, but the at the end of this hour candle, I want to see if Ripple has an up arrow. It's got a pretty clean bag entry with a lot of space back up to the north. So I'd love to potentially get in this trade if we see a bag entry.
Well, I had an alert about
On
half
which
an
one?
hour ago.
On Ripple, we got one on the 15, but the 15 one is going right into a zone. On the H1, there is no zone. We'll see if that closes with an arrow in 27 minutes.
Really? Oh, did you guys see how it reversed like that? Oh my gosh. They be playing. They be tugging on your heartstrings. So this could go any way because it broke and then it was like, haha, nope, psych. I love the indices. They're crazy, but I'm crazy too. Oh shoot.
So Dante, you're talking about taking potentially an hour alert. on the
Yeah, it didn't come yet. I'll show you guys the. Hold on, I'll show you.
because I got
Okay, I'm gonna stop sharing my screen.
You
I got a
good?
moving average cross right where that break is of the 13 and the 62.
You want to go ahead and share?
It's fine. You can share. The moving average cross is just an additional confirmation I like to use to know that momentum has shifted. So the trend has kind of shifted. So when it does it on the 1 minute and then it does it on the 15 minute,
Right.
then we got multiple lines of confluence that you can kind of put a little bit of weight behind.
Yeah, I like this buy once we see how this candle closes, and if it stays like this, we should get an up arrow. Obviously we're already off the call by then, but
Yeah, but we're about to break that previous resistance right there, and knowing the way that this thing has moved, a lot of people want to get out of it, right?
Yep. Watch what's about to happen. I think it's gonna go.
And watch
Interesting.
that pop, man. Right there.
Interesting stuff. Market's slow today. Even this GA entry we saw earlier, nothing really going on. Yeah, the only reason you wouldn't take it on the 15 is because you have this big zone here, or else I would already be in. But I want to see how this reacts. There is an arrow, Daniel. It's just same thing. You still see the zone on the 30-minute. So we're still in it on the 30. That's why I'm like, okay, the next highest time frame with no zone is the H1. So I want to see if this closes with an up arrow, and that'll make me very confident, or else I might just wait on it.
Yeah, the 50-cent mark is going to be a really key level. If it rejects the 50, then probably going back down. But if it breaks 50, I mean, I don't even want to give a number. It could make a higher high. But this big move here, I expect a 23.6 retracement of that impulsive move up before it keeps on going. Because it has to breathe, right? Like price needs to breathe before it keeps on going. It doesn't just randomly rocket up out of nowhere, unless it's like, crypto or something. Crypto can fall out of the sky faster than a meteor.
Yeah, craziness.
Right now it's breaking the 23.6, so it could go 38.2. There's a lot of noise on the internet about XRP to $1.
Of course.
Lots of noise. But there was lots of noise about the pump anyway. And then the pump happened the day before.
Well, you can go ahead and reshare and just get tapped back in. I just wanted to see, let everybody know.
Oh.
Once I saw that Ripple bump, I'm like, hold on now, let's go check it out, and then we get right back to regularly scheduled programming.
Oh, you were just too cute. Okay, hold on a second here. All right, you guys, want to see something here. And remember, I told you, let's see it. I can't work. Why can't I move stuff around? Things are just like stuck on my screen. Hold on, guys. Oh my gosh. Here we go. Oh, a second. My screen is getting stuck, people. Just hang tight.
It's okay.
Oh.
It'll
Oh, it's breaking that resistance. Hold up. What? Can we show you guys this? Why you guys have to put a pawn instead of like a queen out there?
Now, as you
okay.
said.
Do you guys see it now?
Yes.
You see that? I think there's more momentum on the upside, but we will see. Because remember, on the higher time frames, it's a buy, but it could actually, because of the M5, yeah, I think I'm about to put my queen out there, peoples. On the this time frame, M5, right? It needs to go back and retest and either fall or go, right? So that's what I was looking for. This is how when you're using your, oh shoot. Part of me wants to like put, yeah, do we want to go? Do we want to go? Are we gonna go?
Well, are you gonna wait until it rejects the moving average?
I know, dude. I'm trying.
Well, that's what I'm thinking, right?
Hold. Exactly.
I mean, if that's what you're doing, then better to wait for that one.
I am. I'm trying. I was just trying to get like a super sniper entry into this one. Come on. Uh-oh. You see how that broke through? But hold up. Yeah. Oh. Oh. Dang, I shouldn't have listened to you. I felt it. Hold on a second. Do I get it now? Wait. Because that RSI right here, this is what I'm paying attention to. The RSI says, now could it go shoot through the roof and go all the way up here? Yes, that's the only thing that I don't like. Because with indices, they can all, oh shoot. Oh, mi corazón. With indices, they could go through the roof. Like they could literally go all the way up to 90 and you'd be like, what? Why is it all the way up to 90? Yeah, indices are insane.
I have a trend line right at
going up
13,473, so it could bounce there. That's where I have it potentially bouncing and coming down. So 13,473, yes.
That's your entry.
Well, potentially.
Mm-hmm.
Right around there or something. Because that's a third hit on a trend line.
Though. Oh.
Yeah, but it's gonna have gas wherever it goes.
Yeah, that's true. It's so high up there. The only thing I don't like is the fact that it's so high up there on the
1374, right? So right here.
374. Okay.
Let's see. Don't take it though. Just wait and see what happens, okay? Because that's where I got a trend line. So maybe it's going to close on top and just take off, but it closed to the pip on that trend line.
Mm-hmm. The thing I don't necessarily care about, man, I should have just taken it. Should have put my queen out there. Let's see here. I'm looking at a couple things. Yeah, I don't really like this RSI being that high for the entry. If that RSI was right here, dude, I don't care what you said about 13,474.
No, exactly.
Because if it was right here and it was that high, I would have went in. But that RSI is just too high. It just tells me, oh, I can go down and I can fake you out and make you think I'm going to go up. And we already know it's going to go up because it broke. But still, I want a sniper entry, and I need that piece to be given to me. And this might have been it.
This is potentially it right here. Potentially. Hold on. Let's see.
Hang tight, people. We're coming in for a landing.
Well, we're about to find out. We'll see.
I know.
Closing under the trend
Ooh.
line. Who knows?
Oh, your trend line is different?
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah. Mine's different.
Okay. Do you want to share a screen or?
Yeah, I could do that. I've got other stuff on my screen, so let me
Okay, I'll wait.
fix
I'll be
that.
patient.
So here.
I do like though that it's playing around here.
Here, I'll
Really,
share my screen.
there's
Do you want to
niceness.
continue? Here. Is it cool? I'll take it for a sec. All right, cool.
Go ahead. Go for it, buddy.
So right here, this is what I got.
Oh, okay.
So we got a little bit different one.
Yeah.
Not that one's wrong, the other one's not. It's just this is where I kind of had that area that I was talking about for a while. So if it see how it bumps against it and it just kind of it's trying to go through, but it's not.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I still like it short.
You still like it short?
Yeah,
It's possible,
because
like I told you, that NAS hasn't hit the 23 yet.
Because this
It's
is
just
the moving average cross here. This is the original cross, and then momentum stays down until it crosses again. But here, because it's in a wedge and it's called consolidation, this could flip red
Mhm.
again.
Yeah,
So
absolutely.
if I
And
go
guys,
to go ahead.
for anybody who's like still on the call, this is advanced like trading techniques, right? I literally, and I'm not kidding you when I say this, I literally go by bounce arrow go. But when things are this super super slow, I try to catch, 100, 200 pips and call it a day for that moment. Oh
Yeah,
shoot.
that's 15.
But
We're
this
not
is
gonna
this
go
is
15.
advanced strategies, guys.
But yeah, you see how when it crosses the original cross, then it breaks out, it comes back, tags the wedge, and takes off. This is what we did yesterday and made some nice money off that one.
Mm-hmm.
So we're just waiting for let's see the chat here.
Someone asking trade and trading view. Guys, trading view, from my understanding, you can't use AIRO, so you'd have to have AIRO on one screen and trading view on another.
Bingo. You can use TradingView to trade with specific brokers, but I don't use it to trade. So my system's a little convoluted. I've got 3 screens. I've got AIRO on one screen, and then I've got my TradingView charts on another, and then I'll take my trades on my cell phone because that's how I feel comfortable. So I can walk away from my computer and monitor it somewhere else. But yeah, that's just you can, but you got to use like Oanda and certain other brokers that have higher spreads than what we have available with some of our connections. So if you're using a crappy broker, you might want to consider reaching out to maybe your sponsor in the company or someone or Nate to find out who we're actually using. Because the difference, like we went over it on the call early this morning about the difference in spread on Bitcoin, for example. It's like some brokers have like 3 or 4 times the spread that we're paying. So that's eating out of your profits. Anyway, I got nothing else other than this trend line. Everything's really slow. It's like molasses, like molasses in winter, cold molasses. It's kind of painful.
Oh, someone
actually.
asked me to do a
Yeah,
quick
yeah. Go
rundown
ahead. Yeah, do it.
on RSI,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Oh, oh my goodness. Sorry, guys. I'm
What?
looking at when I would have put my queen out just to catch some pips, and I'm a
Oh,
little
way up?
perturbed, held off, because I would have already been like in like 50 pip profit. So we all have our like different trading styles and stuff like that. So let's see here, share. So for me on my account size, this is nothing to me. That's the reason why I'm just holding. But okay, they asked me to go over the RSI. So here
Yeah.
are my settings for RSI, and I've just developed them over time, through various coaches and then my own experience. So I've added additional levels for confluence. It gives me more confidence in my trades. But sorry, I'm still watching this because if I start seeing some momentum, I'm throwing my queen. Okay. So I have it at 10, 25, 30, 50, 65, 70, and 90. Okay. With the indices, like I said, it could go and stay overbought or oversold for a period of time, right? Let's say, for example, you got into this buy. Okay, first of all, one of my confirmations is that it crossed over the 50. You see how it crossed over the 50? Boom. And that candle. Ooh, sorry guys, I'm watching this. Oh my. Still haven't hit the trigger yet. Oh, but I want to. So here on the 50, as you can see, it said that it crossed over and it went into a buy. That's beautiful because you could have gotten in here because of the bank induction, went up, rode this sucker, held, it went over the moving average and kept going because the RSI is telling you that it's on an upward trend, right? One thing I don't like about this is it's retouching back to 50. So if it crosses over to 50, it's a chance it can continue to keep going down. But I think it's actually going to go up a little bit more. Why? Because I'm on the M1, guys. So I scalped the M1. On the M5, oh, shoot. Hold up. I like that. You see on the M5?
Yep.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, it rejected the moving average.
Go down.
Yeah, it rejected the moving average.
Exactly. It did.
Mm-hmm.
It did. Well, we'll see. We'll see what happens. But yeah, when I'm scalping, I'll go to M1 and I can scalp all day long because I would have taken this move went up, right? When I'm on a call like this, I don't really like trading live money because I need to stay focused. And I'm a crazy trader. I'm not your average trader. I'll get into risky moves that y'all be like, what in the heck? What did she just do? And how is she hedging out of this? So when it's this super, slow, I don't know. I don't like it as much. I don't like it as much. So I won't, I don't like live trading. It's gangster slow. And guys, we're coming up on our 7-minute countdown. I'm kind of sad because I really wanted to get someone in a trade. And we just didn't have really good trades, So as I stated before, I was the guinea pig for this one. Just because I wanted to see where it was going to head. In the M5, it says it's a buy. M15 says it's a buy. M30 says it's a buy. But we were having such a huge push to the downside that I still think it's probably going to still retest the 23 and then go back up, but I could be wrong, and it go up because it still hasn't retested the 23 level yet. Unless I drew my fib wrong, which I know I didn't. So
No, you did. I was watching.
Yeah. It may just be psyching people out before it goes where it needs to go and then bounces back up. We'll see. They're tricky. Indices are tricky. It's definitely another beast than your major and minor pairs, you know? Major and minor, boy, I could catch some crazy
Get
back
ready.
with that.
Get ready.
Get ready to pull. Are we going on a buy?
Yeah, potentially.
Yeah.
Oh, it rejected
see
that
here.
trend line.
I told you it's playing mind games.
Yeah, but look at that
I don't
wick.
play,
It
video
wicked up,
games anymore,
rejected the trend line, came back down.
Yeah. I don't play video games anymore, but this kind of stuff, like Super Mario's do 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 do. See, that's how you know I play Nintendo. Oh, patience is a virtue, my friends. When you are trading with a 4x market, should have took this right there. So would have been profit. Ooh-wee. Now that I know where your line is marked, your trend line, I just went ahead and marked it.
Oh, okay. So now you see visually what I see.
It's trying. Oh shoot!
There it is.
Can you push up?
Yep.
Oh my gosh! I should have just already entered.
Yeah, that's good enough for me. Nice.
Okay. I put my queen out there, folks. We will see what happens. Dun, 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 dun. Because it could actually come back, retest this moving average, and go up. You know, just it could go up. But I like that momentum. You see that momentum? That's what I look for when I get into a trade.
So what are you taking this to? You're gonna
I might do a 50 pip and dip.
okay.
Because you can take it to this line. I mean, we already drew our wedge, right?
Yeah. All
So
right.
now that I got my pawn out there, and we are almost break even with my
45.
queen, I think I'm going to close my pawn. Close pawn and queen. Go ahead and take it away. Da, 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 da. All right, and this is gonna be slow. Oh, it's gonna be slow. Yeah, 50 pips. I might hold. We might go to this level. What you want.
Well,
Let's see what it
I'll tell you as far as I'm gonna hold. How about that?
Yeah. Go ahead.
Just
Talk
to
to
see.
me.
Just to see for the fun of it.
Okay, talk to me.
I've got a moving average. I got the 62 moving average at 13,494. 94.95.
Okay.
Potentially though, could still keep on popping. So, but I see it at least going to 494.
Hasn't closed above the MA on the M5, so that's the only thing that makes me a little bit nervous. But that wedge was so strong and it had held for so long that I'm pretty confident about this trade.
Coming down. Let's see.
Oh, that's because I might get out. I'm not gonna lie to you. Look at the
rejection?
RSI. Well, I'm a hold because it's not bringing a lot of heat to the downside. Hold up.
See, what happened was it didn't. If it breaks my trend line, I'll be out of it. I'll take myself out. But I see something else, so I'm just gonna see. I'm so not used to seeing how fast these numbers move. Like,
Yeah, right.
it's fast.
Come on,
Yeah.
US 30. No, NAS. We're on NAS. I'm always trading US 30. So I'm like,
Oh,
US
okay.
30, let's go. Yeah. Ooh, and I like that. Y'all see that?
Yeah.
Beep. The support just popped up.
Oh,
I like that.
4.
So that's a good sign.
See, it didn't break.
And
It
it's
didn't
going up
break
and
the
down,
wedge,
going up.
so it came back down and
Right.
tagged. Let's see. Oh yeah, it's going up.
For you, it didn't break?
No, didn't break yet.
I'm like,
So
what?
if it
I'm so
if it
confused.
it's fine.
Like,
It's
for
fine.
me,
If it breaks, because mine was on an angle. So if it breaks
okay.
this trend line though, for me, I will be out of it.
Mhm.
But
Okay.
we'll see what happens.
See, and if I
This
would have
is-
got in where I told you I was gonna get in, I'd have been up
Yeah,
some
you-
great pips right now. You know,
Mhm.
so that's why I don't mind drawing my wedges in MT4 on the Rory Prime's website, whatever. Yes.
All right, there we go. There's that pop.
Come
All
on,
right.
give me some more momentum. Let's go. People, no, not that way. Go up. Bye. Oh, shoot.
It's probably gonna come down
Don't
and
do
tag
that.
my trend line.
Don't do it. Just
No,
keep
it's fine.
rising.
It's fine. Just
Rise
take
and
the pull.
grind.
No, take the pullback.
Oh, I know. But you have to understand, I just put my queen out there, and I should have put my queen out there a long time ago, like I told you I was
Oh,
going to.
I get you.
And this is me scalping like a mad person.
Yeah, but we're fine.
and doing things the risque way. You know what I'm saying? And we are on the M1. So let's look at the M5, see what the M5 is doing. Oh, I like that. It broke above the moving average. Okay. Hold.
Yeah. So here we're gonna get a pullback.
Yeah. Hold, because it's above moving average on your M5. What is good, people? We might get up to here. You never know. Because we are in a buy. So the upside is stronger than the downside. If you know what I mean, Vern. You know what I mean?
Significantly.
Oh, I love this. Guys, we got into a trade. I was praying to God. I was like, please let me get out a trade that we can win today. Y'all, if you took your 50 pips and dipped, good job. Do not hold it as long as we are. I do not recommend. You can't.
No, we don't make any recommendations anyway.
Yeah, I know.
I got 43.
You know how people do. They get on these calls and like, oh my gosh, they got in. And then I had someone say, well, when do I get out? I said, you get out when you feel comfortable.
Yeah, you're managing your trade. I'm not telling you. It's bad. It's bad enough. It's bad enough. I'm telling you when to get in.
Right, or showing you my little methods, because it could take a toll on you. You can lose your house,
these
your
things
home,
can
your third dog that you never had.
These things can turn around really hard, and just because it works for. Sorry, go ahead.
But no, I was just about to say, especially with NAS and US 30. Come on, give me some pippage, man. We're 30 minutes over the call too, but that's okay. Y'all
we're what, 3 minutes? Yeah, 3 minutes.
Y'all want to stay on the call a little longer? You're welcome to.
Yeah, that's okay. I really like the whole idea of extending this just a little bit. I need to bring the wife to one of her clients, but
yeah, buddy.
If she could see what the account looks like right now, then she would understand.
Mm-hmm.
You know. All right, there we go, guys. There we
That's
go.
what I'm talking about. To infinity and beyond.
You're so crazy.
I had too much fun trading, y'all. Too much fun.
Yeah,
Let's
too
go.
much coffee.
Come on.
Wow.
I don't drink coffee as much anymore.
Oh, okay.
I had some tea this morning, but I only had a couple sips.
Oh, okay.
Get to my trend line. Get to my trend line.
Where's your trend line?
Where's
your trend line?
Right here. You see that wedge I just drew?
Oh yeah, that one.
I wanted to.
Oh yeah,
at the
yeah,
top.
yeah. The stick. So we're gonna try the stick.
Yeah, I don't know. I
All
called
right.
it my trend line. I thought that's what y'all called it.
Nah, I just call it a
started-
stick. That's not really a trend line.
You
I use the trend line tool.
you mentioned yeah, the stick. So funny thing is you had mentioned how Jackie went in and drew like 100 wedges
Like
to try to
400 or
master the art,
500.
right?
Yeah.
Right. I don't even know. So I didn't do that many and probably did only 10 because my
Yeah.
brain works so fast that
Yeah,
I
I
could
figured.
literally catch on to things really, really quickly. And so ever since then, I've been drawing these wedges and taking some killer entries, man, and loving it. I'm loving
Yeah,
it.
you will get stopped out more if you put your stop on the other side of a wedge, but I don't mind getting stopped out more when I'm making significantly more profit in every trade that I do take. So it's not about the losing a trade. It's about how much money
Yes.
how much money are you actually putting into your trading account?
Dollar bills, y'all. Come on, keep going. You know you want to go higher. Let's go. Can you feel the love tonight?
It's really slow though getting up there.
It is. I don't like that at all.
So stinking painful.
I'm actually, there's a certain goal I'm trying to get to, and once I hit that, then I might just dip.
Well,
I don't like how snail mail it's snail.
Here. Let me share my screen for a sec.
Oh yeah,
I'm just
please
gonna
do.
I'm gonna force you to stop here. Just a sec. All right, cool. So here, now we're having some fun. Why do you think it was snailing around right here? Is because there's a that's a big wick. So the longer the wick, the stronger the trend line. Here I've only got 2 hits, so I don't know about this, right? I don't know about that. But something's gonna happen in this zone here. I'm gonna highlight it and then we're gonna watch it. Okay. In this zone here,
Gosh.
this is the end of the trade. Whatever happens here, it's gonna pop up or it's gonna crash.
Oh no, we might just get out while we're up, buddy.
So
What you talking? Why are you talking like that?
I'm not. No, I don't see it. I don't see it going down really hard. So I'm just gonna patiently.
You'd be shocked.
Sit on this.
NAS and US 30 are crazy.
Well, look. See, we got the moving average cross. Okay, moving average cross.
Ooh, it went up. It's going up.
Yes. Now we break this and it rockets. Okay. Get ready.
You think so? You
Sit
think
down.
so, boo? Because if it does, I'm holding this trade a lot longer than I had anticipated. I'm just gonna let you know that right now.
Okay. Let's see. Now I'm getting goosebumps because now I'm putting all my credibility on the line.
Oh shoot! Drum roll, please.
Because it's gonna tag this trend line no matter what.
Keep going. Keep going. I feel the momentum. I feel the beat.
Watch it turn red and drop 1,000 pips. It could because it could
Don't say
bounce.
that. Don't say that.
No, I know, but it could.
Dude, I already have the close feature open on my MT4 on my phone. Watch.
Oh no, I've got one click trading. So I just click it and go.
This is beautiful. Yeah, and I do too, but we can't show we can't show
No.
what we're working with. So I have
No.
to open it up
I
on
get
my
it.
phone.
I get it. So we're taking that pull back. Let's see. Isn't that
And that is
interesting?
because
Isn't that
the
interesting? Look at that.
The RSI has been on that 70 for a minute, yo.
That's fine. I still believe so. RSI is what settings are you using on your RSI?
So I got 90, 70, 65, 50,
No,
30,
you're
25.
moving whatever the average one in
Oh,
there.
the moving average.
You using
I
20?
think, don't, 1 second, buddy. Let me check. Where are my settings? Oh, that's weird.
Oh, taking a little bit of a pullback here. I don't
Mhm.
like that, but that just means that it could be
Neither do I.
breathing,
That's
right?
not beautiful. That is not beautiful at all.
I'm just checking my other charts.
It actually can go back and retest that moving average and then keep going up.
Yeah, or it could come and
Or it could
bounce
fall
on
to
this
the
trend line.
inverse. Huh?
It could bounce on this trend line here that you see.
Well, the moving average on the, oh, I wasn't even looking, I'm not looking at your screen. Okay.
Yeah. I'm not liking the picture.
Da, 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 dee, da, 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 da. I'm not worried about it yet.
Okay.
Da, 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 dee, da, 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 da. Because of the momentum upward. Do you see that? How that 5-minute candle was wicking out?
Yeah.
That's why I'm
Right.
not worried about it yet. If I start seeing it going strong to the downside, girls closing out in some profit. That's just all there is to it. Yeah, keep going. Yes, we need a good one. Let's give our viewers at least 100 pips. Come on. If they jumped in, we don't know if people jumped in. 92, 89, 92, 83,
All right.
84.
All right. So a lot of people are dropping off. You know what? If you guys want to drop off, go right ahead. No worries on that. And we just got a big. Why did I get a big dump there?
Yeah, it's still testing. Hold a second.
Yeah, it's trying.
M1. It's still testing. See, it's great.
Oh no, I'm okay.
Level right here. I think it's going to continue to keep going, but we'll see.
I'll show you something
There's a lot
later.
of movement to the upside. That's the thing. And I like that because the RSI has course corrected, so it'll give it more room to go to
Oh
the
yeah.
upside.
So the RSI pulled back a little bit and then it's coming up. So it's kind of giving a hook back.
Yeah.
Okay. And what was the setting on your RSI for your moving average?
13.
13. Okay. Okay. You picked that for a specific reason?
All the research I've
Okay.
done. That's all. And I'm not sure if that was Nathan's or something I, learned along the way. One thing, let's see here. Just trying to figure this out because it actually
here's where it's going to get very interesting, guys.
Is that a channel? That's a channel.
Well, yeah, it's basing here.
You could do a wedge right here, but I mean, it kind of looks like a channel.
It's very small.
Okay, I think I'm gonna. We're very close to me hopping out of this trade. Yeah, but we're very close because it's going the opposite direction. No, well, actually, it's retesting that moving average though.
And
So
it's
part of me is just
retesting
like,
the
just hold.
bottom.
Yeah, just hold.
This is good.
This is the hard one, huh?
Yeah, it's
We could have
it's
pulled
good.
out right here. We up 50 pips. 50 pips and dip.
Yeah, but if you see that rejection wick here, so it came down, it tried. Whatever it's gonna do is gonna do it in here. In the next 5 minutes, this trade's
You think
over.
next 5 minutes?
No, well, whatever. Next 5 minutes of 1 minute candles on my screen. Whatever's gonna happen, it's not gonna keep on consolidating outside of the wedge.
Mm-hmm.
It'll
Yeah.
break out.
Yeah, I'm just more. That's the only reason why I did. I was very close to closing it because I don't want to be in any drawdown because I got my queen on the board, right?
Yeah. You see here, 12:30 is right here. 12:30 is right here at the edge.
Mhm. I like that strong momentum, the bullish candle that just popped up. That was good.
I like that too. I like that a lot,
Oh.
actually.
Oh yes, keep going. Just need you to like continue to just rise up.
I'm just showing you guys these trend lines, because so you guys can start seeing how they can bring that additional
Woo!
confirmation.
Pips, people.
Oh yeah, I'm
keep
not
going. Keep going. Come on. Oh, do you see that?
Yep. There you go. Watch that. So hold on.
Hold.
Yeah.
I think it just wants to go through the roof.
Well, it's got a.
Oh shoot.
You see what I like here is that it broke the previous high. Okay, it's in a different area, even though it came back down a little bit. So I don't know what that.
Well, that's the crazy part of like indices. They're just all over the place. You know what I'm saying? They're just all over the place. So you have to try to be mindful of that because right now I think it's gonna go. I think it's gonna go higher. And the biggest reason why I have confidence is because of AIRO.
Oh, you just got to buy?
Yeah, I got to buy in the 1 minute.
On the one.
Did I?
Yes,
I'm gonna hold this sucker for as long as I can. No, I'm just messing. Well, all right. Even here, like, the one thing that builds confidence in me is the fact that this new support zone popped up, and really we're on a buy trend on higher time frames, right? So I'm gonna make an assumption it's gonna possibly go up here, but remember it hadn't even retested the 23. So I don't know how much longer I'm gonna hold this, but this is looking beautiful. It's looking beautiful.
I was thinking it was gonna break out of here a little bit more violently than that, and not.
Yeah, no, not yet. It's keeping us on the edge of our seats.
Pretty much. So.
Gosh, this is like the best move ever written.
Written.
Ooh, okay. What else?
Hold on.
What we got? Yeah, that's a strong bullish. Come on, keep going. You need to create a touchdown, people. Create a touchdown.
Yeah. All right. That's that. I will Coach Mo later on today. We need to hop on a call.
Okay, cool. I got you.
Just 20 minutes.
The sucker until it reaches that stick. Either that or I might just close out 100 pips and dip. We will see. We're gonna hold it a little longer.
I don't know.
What your girl's gonna be able to
I'm
pull
happy
out.
with this.
Yes. Okay. Yeah, just let me know. Oh my goodness. Go. You have so much room on the RSI. Let's go.
Now we're on the other side of the wedge.
Are you?
Yeah, I'm sharing my.
Congratulations.
No, I'm sharing my screen. So, but you can see the.
Oh, I'm not even paying attention. I'm looking at my screen.
Yeah, it's hard to.
I'm looking at my screen like, what's gonna happen now? I use the AIRO, people. AIRO is live. Oh, it's the saucy sauce. It's the best sauce you can have on your Forex plate. Oh my goodness. Come on. You're above the moving average. You have it in you. I know you do. I know you do. Oh shoot. I love it. I love it. Don't go down and test the MA.
Oh, that I don't like that.
Don't be doing that because I will close you out in 2 seconds flat.
Yeah, well, it should
my
be a fraction of a second if it doesn't. Yeah, come on.
I know it's just playing all around on this level. Golly, it's like consolidating like a mug. Oh,
Okay, here we go. Now it's breaking out.
Not yet. Not yet. Not yet. You'll know. NAS and US 30, I'm sure you've seen it, Matt, where NAS US 30, when it's ready, you are absolutely correct. It'll shoot out like from the sky. Just like you seen some of these bullish candles did, where
Yeah.
I'm like, whoop, I'm going up. It'll shoot out. The good thing is that we're still on the bullish side. So I know. Patience, my friend. Patience.
I'm watching a couple things. I don't like that.
I'm watching RSI. I'm watching how it keeps trying to dip down and go to that moving average. But the thing is it's so on my M1 is so high above the moving average. I'm not too concerned that it's going down to retest it because it already created a fractal low. It hasn't put it on a chart yet, but I can see the fractal low. It's very, very minor. Very, very minor. I'm just waiting for this candle to close and then it'll probably pop up on my chart to say it was a fractal low. Come on.
But Mr. CB stated that there was a buy on the one, right?
Yeah, that we got a buy on the one a long time ago, and then we got another buy on the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 candlesticks back. So yes, but remember what I told you guys is the second up arrow or down arrow is not always
likely
the best arrow to go with. Yeah. The one thing that's keeping me a little bit more confident is because that number, those pips are going up. No matter if it goes down, it always seems to keep tagging the 100+ mark. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's
so that's the only thing
steadily increasing. It's a slow rise. So
yeah.
Now, if it was a slow downward spiral, then I'd be like, all right, guys.
And you know why I think it's slow on the upside? And I've noticed this about NAS and US 30. If it's on M1, it was on a sell trend for quite some time. So that's the reason why, you'll see larger candlesticks on the downside than you will on the upside. Because on the M1, it was moving stronger downward than it was upward. But on on M5 and above, I believe we're still on a buy. So that's a good position to be in. Oh man, I don't know. I'm almost tempted. Oh wow. I don't know how much longer I'm gonna hold this, but this is awesome. I could hear Nathan's voice saying, take what the market gives you.
Yeah, I don't like how it's just moseying around up there.
Mm-hmm. Neither do I. That's the name of the game when you're going the opposite way.
Oh, this is so painful. You know how it's breaking out? I'm expecting to see a nice bounce and then take off, not a bounce and a rejection snap.
Yeah. Where's my one-click trading? I forgot I wasn't sharing my screen. This is great.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
And now I can throw on my one-click trading feature.
Yeah,
See how
no,
it plays
I
around like
understand.
80, 90. So that's the only thing that's keeping me hopeful in the game is
Okay,
how it's
because
just
if it
playing in
breaks what?
probably
If it breaks
100,
60 or
100
something, you're gonna
game.
be out.
Ooh, 74. Hey, come on. Patience is a virtue. Oh, don't
I
go
don't
down.
like that.
Don't go down. What you doing? You going the wrong direction, friend.
Yeah.
Going the wrong direction. Trying to play with me like that. Okay. So it almost hit the 50 mark on the RSI.
Yeah.
Um,
Oh, here, you share
which
your
is kind of
screen.
cool.
How about that? Because
Nope.
all I have is a. Oh yeah, you can't share your
Because I
screen.
have the one-click trading on. So
Oh, okay,
I
yeah,
can't.
don't do that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. But
Here.
the cool thing about it is as long as it stays above the 50, yeah, we in good cahoots.
Yeah, because I
Very
don't
good.
have. Yeah, so we're still above 50.
Yeah, we're still above the RSI 50 line, so that's creating some hope within me that we're gonna just continue to go up and something crazy is gonna happen. Maybe it might go through the roof. There'll be a big push or something. That's what I'm hoping. But in the M1, unfortunately, because it was on such a strong downside, like I said, anytime it goes on the upside, it's gonna go like snail mail.
Yeah, I need to. For it to consolidate like this, where it is, I'm not feeling great about it.
Well, you're still are you trading live?
Yeah.
Okay. You're still in profit, or at least you should be.
Oh yeah,
If
no,
you
I
got
already
in
locked
where-
in one position.
Huh?
I already locked in one position.
Oh shoot. Oh, you got multiple positions. Look at you being fancy. You fancy, huh? You fancy, huh?
Sometimes.
Okay, we got a doji. Let's go up. And we got a fractal low. Go to the moon and beyond.
Yeah, I gotta hurry up because the wife needs to. I need to drop the wife off to a client's. But
oh no.
now we got a lower.
Yeah, we're still in the 100 pip range.
If I can get out of this position, break even, then I'm gonna end it there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay. That's
Yeah, it's gonna take a minute. So you're welcome to jam on it. I don't know who has the magic keys to
I do.
turn the call off, but yeah.
I do. I can give
I'm
you
gonna
I can give you a host, co-host,
Oh no,
whatever.
that's good. I'm just because I'm just gonna trade the heck out of my indices today.
Okay.
Whether they're going up or down. So I need to stay focused.
Yeah. I just need this thing to move.
Yeah, I mean it was lovely trading with everybody today. We caught a trade finally because the market's moving so slow.
It's so painful.
Slow.
I would never take this.
You would never take it? Oh,
Not a second. No, like it's just a second position, right? I probably shouldn't have done that. I'm gonna come to regret it probably.
Oh, yeah. Nope. Because NAVs and US 30 will have you waiting for years, especially when the market's this low. Oh gosh, it is painfully staking. It's painful.
Oh, come on. Yeah, that's not what I wanted. Is
We're
that
moving
close
to the
below?
downside, and we're retesting. Yeah, we're retesting the moving average on the M1, and
If it leaves a
the
nice wick, it'd
RSI
be
has
nice.
dipped a little bit below. So now is a good time to pull out if you scared. I ain't scared. Not yet. Not yet.
Yeah. This is not.
Oh, I don't like, oh no, I don't like that candle touching down on that. Oh, nope, but it's still retesting. As we're testing the moving average on the M1 and the arrow, it keeps retesting it. So that
It's
is
not a
not
good
great,
sign.
but it's not bad though, because it's still staying above 50 pips. It's just that unfortunately, NAS and US 30 can move so fast that it could dip below and cause a stir. You know what I'm saying? And definitely don't like that. But it retested and now it is going up a little bit. So what are we doing?
Remember what I said about the wedge and it keep on consolidating and not breaking out by the time it touches the edge? Well, yeah, it's doing that. It's just consolidating the entire time. So I need to be out of this because it's just moving too fast. I'm not used to this.
Aw. Well, hopefully you're making a profit.
Yeah, no, I did.
Okay, good.
Yeah, it's just that I need to bring the wife. So. Oh, but I feel like it's gonna go up. It's so ridiculous, man.
I think it might be faking people.
That's deep.
I'm kind of leaning towards getting out myself because I don't like the way it's moving now. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like that to me is not kosher. We'll have to see. And then can you still hear me?
Yeah, I hear you.
Okay. We'll have to see my
The next
remote
three.
desktop keeps
Yeah, the next
down.
3 minutes is gonna be decisive for me right now. If I can.
Okay. There was a resistance zone that just popped up on the M1. So I'm out this trade.
You're out?
All
right. That's gonna.
Yeah, resistance zone popped up. I'm out. Okay. Unless there's like a huge push, then girl can't
I gotta
stay
get out.
in.
All right. I need to go, guys. I apologize, but we'll talk to you guys later, okay?